Hello, everyone, and welcome to Clockwork Cantina, episode 88. I am one of your hosts, Josh902, and this is the other awesome host of this show.
DT3, what's good, everyone?
Hello, everybody. How you doing out there today? We got some news. We got a lot of news, actually. Like, it doesn't seem like it's a lot when we look at it, but it's like a lot of stuff happened this past week that I would like to talk about.
Oh yeah,
Let
there's
me
been quite a bit happening.
fix our tags in Twitch because I forgot to do that. Sometimes I'll try to do things early, and then I'll forget something. Like even though I'm like trying to get ahead of the curveball, it's like, well, shit. But yeah, we got some stuff to talk about today, guys.
Is
We got some kick-ass Kickstarters to talk about in the second half of the show. I went through and looked the other day, and I went and picked out a few. Daniel's picked out a few, and we'll talk about those in the second half of the show.
yeah. It'll be interesting. This is the first time we've done something like this, so
Yes.
I'm very curious to see how
And let us know
you
what you
know
guys think too,
what we
because I
got.
would like this is a thing I'd like to do like occasionally in the future. You know, give some Kickstarters some shout outs, maybe get them a few extra bucks, a few extra backers, kind of stuff. Tweet those at us. I sent out a tweet to try to get people to talk about it, but I think some people like kind of a little bit misunderstood what we were going for, which was like, we're going to talk about Kickstarters that have already happened. No, the plan is we're going to talk about Kickstarters that are happening right now that we can kind of throw a few bucks to, maybe possibly. So that's
Yeah,
kind of the plan. We can talk.
help them towards their their goal, their ultimate goal.
Yeah, and we can talk about some previous Kickstarters that we may have backed. I've backed quite a few in my day and stuff like that. We could totally talk about that in the second half of the show. First up, we'll talk about what we've been up to the past week. I have two things, so I'm going to jump in first. I'm all caught up on What If. I had been slacking and not watching it,
Hey,
and
nice.
I went through and I watched all of them, and they are great, fantastic. Enjoy them all. Um, I think we have a show planned to talk about What If eventually, so we're not
We
gonna get. I'm
do.
not gonna get into details, but
Yeah, we'll
uh,
talk about that when we get to it. Sure.
I just want to say I'm enjoying it, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
And Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. I have played 35 hours, almost 36. And honest to God, it does not feel like I have. I still feel like I'm very early on in the game. Um, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy the shit out of it. Even though I literally just finished like Pathfinder Kingmaker, it's good to keep playing Wrath of the Righteous. And I'm going to keep playing that till I beat it. So, and then I might play it again, as weird as that is. Like, I want to try some different classes and some different story choices. Like, there's a lot of choice in this game for you to pick, from your class to your gods to your ancestry to like your mythic path. All these choices you get to make, and they all lead to different things, and they can mean little things in the game too. Like, I was reading on the Reddit for Pathfinder that like at some stages, depending on what god you picked, you can call out to your god for aid, and then they might bless you just randomly for a fight, like at certain points in the story. And it's like, really? Because there's a lot of gods, and not just gods, there's demons and devils you could pledge yourself to, like Asmodeus. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing that. I'm playing a paladin, Azamar, Angelkin. And I'm having a lot of fun. He's spec'd in the falchions as his weapons. But yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. It's got a lot of interesting companions too, Daniel. That's why I can't wait for you to play it. There's a ton of companions in this game. I mean, a lot.
Nice.
And depending on certain choices you make, you might get more, you might lose some, which is crazy. Like, yeah, it's nuts. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like some of it, I feel like you wouldn't even realize it unless you like looked it up and realized
Yeah,
that dude's a companion. Like, it's crazy.
I'll try it out on stream and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Be
choices.
fun,
I'm
man.
curious to what class you'll play too, because there's a ton of those too. Um,
Sooth.
But yeah, let's move on. Daniel, what have you been up to the past week, man?
Oh man, it's been busy. It's been crazy. There's been a lot going on, dude. It was first of all, it was my birthday this past weekend.
Yeah, happy
It was on
birthday.
Friday. Thank you. Yeah, it was on Friday, so I did some stuff Friday and Saturday for that. Uh, yeah, it was that was a lot of fun. I tried out this pizza joint that I've been wanting to try. Shout out to them. That Bertino's Brick Oven Pizza. That was fantastic. It was really good. I went to the park and ate some there, and it was nice, man. It was really cool. So I did that, and then apart from that, uh, I watched some stuff as always and played some games as well. I watched Fight Club. It's a 1999 movie. Everybody knows Fight Club, so I watched Fight Club. Uh, I watched the Spider-Man: Homecoming. Uh, there was we're taking another we're taking a friend of ours, Alex Pence, which you guys have seen on an previous episode of the podcast here. You can look up her episodes, The Sound of Music. Go check that out. Her
Mm-hmm.
we're catching her up on the Spidey Man movies before the new one comes out. So we saw Homecoming. We're probably gonna watch Far From Home maybe tonight or tomorrow, one of these days. We'll see. Uh, but yeah, we did that as well. Um, Oh, here's another thing. It's been such a crazy week that I forgot that I did this. I finally completed Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So
Oh shit.
remember last week how I was talking about how I was like making my way through it and how at the end I was only like 5 episodes away. So
Mm-hmm.
we finally did it. We finally made it. I that's a great show, dude. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Like
Brotherhood
those
was
last few
so
episodes
good.
are for yeah, it's great. And yeah, I mean it was a heck of a journey, dude. It was a great anime.
I
Finally finished it. Finally finished watching it. Now I can say that for certain certainty that I've seen it, like just like everybody else, basically.
I watched the original, and then they had a movie, and then the original kind of branched off from like the manga, so it wasn't like canon. It was just had its own ending with the movie, and then they redid it with Brotherhood. And going back, I think Brotherhood's better because they obviously because it's got the creator kind of telling the ending, and I enjoyed both of the Full Metal Alchemist. It's
Yeah, it
good.
was. I never watched the original because I only started the other one like a while back because they're like, oh, just if you're gonna do it, just watch the other one. So I don't even know what the differences are between the two. But I just yeah, Brotherhood is the one that I've seen. So finally I've seen it. I enjoyed it. It's a heck of a journey if you're an anime person. Most people have seen it already. I was very late to it. There's actually a lot of anime that I have not seen yet. So throughout, I don't know, from here until whenever, you guys will be seeing me talk about some other classic anime that I need to watch. Like for example, I've never seen Cowboy Bebop, and I want to so bad because
I
I
need to
know that's
finish
another
Bebop. I have
I
it,
know
and I
that's
have
another
not finished it.
classic. So I got to get to that. I want to watch that. I want to check it out. I have like a list. I have my queue on Netflix has just like a bunch of stuff that I need to check out. But yeah. Also like Josh, I've been watching What If as well. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to the next few episodes of that. And then once it's all over and wrapped up, we can definitely talk about that because we will. Um, Play a little bit more of the Lego Incredibles. That game is tough to stream though, man, because like you all tab out of it once and it destroys everything. Like
Oh yeah,
it's one of those things. So I don't think I'm gonna be streaming that anymore. I didn't finish it on stream, but it's just impossible to do because
just frustrating. Yeah, I hate
it's just
that
yeah,
shit, man.
it's a big problem. Like you all tab out of it and then you try to alt tab back into it and it just like the program will not pop up on your screen. And then when you look at it down in the taskbar, it's just like a white blank screen or a black screen. It's like fuck off, dude. All I did was alt tab. Like get the hell out of here, dude. So I hate games that do that shit. I played a little bit more Final Fantasy online, or for Final Fantasy 14 online, I should say. Did some leveling and doing some more questing and all that stuff. So did a bit of that. Played some Red Dead Online. Of course, I gotta complete the next pass. I'll probably play some again here on stream within the next several days. Fall Guys, I did the King Louis challenge, I think, because I got the skin for it, so that was pretty good. I got a crown on my birthday, also really dope.
Yeah, I saw
And
that. I was
then
like, fucking Daniel got a birthday crown.
yeah, dude.
He
And
went
then
to Burger
yeah, it
King.
was fun. Yeah, but I had it my way. Anyway. Yeah, so I played some Fall Guys. I played some more Aliens Fireteam Elite, which I want to play more of because they recently released a new update for it, which we'll be talking about here in the news pretty soon. I played the New World beta. I tried that out. It was, I think, up until it was for the weekend. It was up until yesterday, I believe. So I played a little bit
How
of
was
that.
that? I didn't check it out. Was it any
It
good?
was
Did
it
you
was
have
cool.
fun?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up picking up the game. I know a lot of people are gonna be picking up the game. What I like about it is that it's an MMO, but like you don't. It's not a subscription based one.
Mm,
So, and it's not a full price game. It's instead of $60, which is normal price, it's only 40. So that to me is a big plus because I don't like subscription stuff and
yeah.
just having to pay the $40 once and you're good to go is a plus in my book. And yeah, I mean I have fun with the game in general too. Like it'll be interesting to see what it is like once it comes out because there's like factions and stuff and you can have like your guilds or clans or whatever the fuck you want to call them. And yeah, it'll be. Again, I had fun with it. It was. I had played the alpha like a year ago, whenever they let us try that out for the very first time, and I hadn't played it until now again because even the most recent beta before this one, I didn't get a chance to play. So it was a long time from between then and now that I played it. So again, I enjoyed it for what it was. And then I'm back in the sports games, baby. I was playing some NBA 2K because I got it as a birthday gift, and I've been having fun with that. I did the whole my player thing where you create your own player and you do that whole thing, and man, it's kind of rough because you start off shitty, obviously, right? So all your
Mm-hmm.
stats and everything is all so trash, and then like when you so like when you're playing the thing, every little thing that you do or don't do can affect your like your grade for the game because you're playing through a season, and then like some of the dumbest shit, like I swear, like I stuff is not even my fault, but like I get blamed for it, and it's like, man, get out of here. But anyway, I've been having fun with that game. I'm probably gonna be playing some more later tonight because it's been a while since like actually played some sports games, so I've been having fun with that. Again, I'm not a fan of the whole VC shit, which Josh knows because that's a thing in the WWE 2Ks as well.
Mm-hmm.
But again, what can you do? I just earn it in game. I'm not buying that shit. But even then, it's a drag to try to get. But yeah, I've been playing that, and then yeah, it's been pretty much it. Just been like I said, I did some birthday stuff and whatnot. So it's been a crazy week. Oh, and then like obviously it was like the 20th anniversary of 9/11 and stuff. So I was
Yeah.
looking at some of that stuff, and that shit that's rough. I
Every
mean that
every
shit is
year,
like yeah. Oh
every
man.
year since it's happened, I always go back and look and like reflect, like because it's been 20 years, and
Yeah,
I
20
was like
years, dude.
I was fucking
20
11
years.
when it happened, and like I still remember coming home just like it was yesterday, and looking on TV, and that's what they were talking about, and like it changed so much, like,
Yeah.
and then I just I can't help but like look at some of the stories and just think
Yeah.
about
Then
that
like
day every day, that
every
every
and
anniversary.
then like the thing is like you saw that they're still identifying people from like
Mhm.
20 years ago. Like they just identified some lady that, because our like DNA technology and IDing technology stuff has been getting better over the years. So they literally like through dental stuff, they identified another woman from that. And it's like, man, 20 years later, these people are finally some people are finally getting closure, it's
Mhm.
fucking crazy to think about, man. Like, and then another thing, like there are people who are born now who are adults that have no recollection of this ever happening,
Yeah.
dude.
Like
That is nuts to me, dude.
I saw like
Like,
somebody that was a teacher talking about it on Twitter, and they were like we used to talk about this every year, where people were like, "Where were you
yeah,
when it happened?" And then it's like there's
exactly.
people that they don't know because they
They
weren't
don't,
born. You
they weren't
know,
born or they
like
were like a year old or whatever, right? Like they don't,
hmm
like what? That's so nuts to me, dude. Like for me, I remember it because I'm in the West Coast. Obviously, you guys know that by now if you've been listening to this show for long enough. I've been here all my life. I've never been anywhere else. So all that stuff happened like early early in the morning, like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and stuff over in New York. So by the time that we were waking up over here, that had all that stuff had already happened. So you just see it happen on the news and stuff, right? And like I remember, like I didn't even go to school that day, like you know what I mean, because of that. Like my parents did not want to send me to school because of that. So I didn't even go. I didn't even go that day.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
was at
was.
school when it happened.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine, dude. That's nuts, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, dude. Yeah, and then like I said, and then we were just talking about every year, like there's always like new, audio from like the flights, and like there's always new information coming out all the time, like every year with each anniversary and stuff. So it's like there was like some what was it, like Nat Geo did like a mini series off the firefighters and stuff, which I want to check out. And you know uh, there's like multiple places that were doing their own like thing this year, and I haven't seen
I know
haven't
there was a
seen them, but
doc
I
on
definitely want to.
Netflix, I think, as
Yeah, there was
well.
Netflix did another one as well. Yeah,
Yeah, there's some
yeah.
I haven't
So
seen yet.
stuff
I'll be
like
honest with
that,
you, I get
it's crazy, man.
emotional watching some of that shit because like
I
I'm a
mean, it
kid
is,
and
dude.
a kid
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Like,
No, it really does, man. Like it's just like some of the stuff, man, that you watch and you're like, fuck, dude. Like it seems like it's a movie, but this actually happened, dude. Like
hmm
real people had to go through this stuff. There was, oh my, like you just start thinking about it, and you see it happen, and it's like, dude, man. Like I was like, oh god, like I was looking at the United 93 stuff the other day, bro. Like,
yeah.
with Todd Beamer, and how, they were on the phone, and and when they were all getting ready to charge up the cockpit, the last thing he said, I think, was like, yo, we ready? Let's roll, dude. Like, what a fucking badass, dude.
hmm
This dude said, let's roll. And they went up there and they charged the fucking, like, the cockpit, and they stopped these dudes from causing even greater damage and harm, and risking more lives. Like, that's the ultimate sacrifice right there, man. They didn't make it out, but they prevented so much other loss of life and damage and whatnot from doing what they did. So I mean, it's just crazy, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah. No, it's a hard thing to talk about too because I get emotional even now thinking about it. Like
Yeah, I mean, it is.
everybody on that plane, like those people were heroes. Like
They
it's
really were, man.
they weren't going to take part they weren't going to be idle. They were going to do something, so they did. Um, but yeah, I can't believe it's been 20 years.
Yeah, dude,
It
20
sometimes
years,
it
man.
feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. It's just one of those things, right? Like you remember where you were, and what, like, because it changed the world, man. Like, not like that's one of those points in time where, like, there's pre 9/11 life and then post 9/11 life, and it's like, man, so many people have just, like what we were just saying, so many kids nowadays, like, don't know anything about it other than the history books, and it's like, or school or whatever, and it's
Mhm.
Crazy, dude.
And we lived through it. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, dude. We do. I'm tired of living through bad history, man. We
Right?
have
Like
that.
it's
We have the pandemic. It's like, can we live through good history now? I'm
yeah,
tired of living through terrible things, man.
it's rough. It's rough, man.
Yeah, yeah. We have the Baba in the chat sharing, her memories of that day as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was in high
It's-
school doing an elective. Teacher said that the plane hit the Pentagon. They didn't know about the towers at that moment. They were watching it on TV all day, except one teacher who was like, "We're gonna do work because I called my husband and he's okay, so we're gonna focus on work." Like, yeah, yeah, like I was watching also a video of like an astronaut who was in space, like when that happened, and you can just see like the smoke coming from the towers and stuff, and it's like, man, what a what a what a thing. Imagine like you're stuck up in space, and then you get a call from like people down here being like, we're not having a good day on Earth, man. Like,
yeah.
uh, what a thing, man. What a thing. But anyway, uh, there's no easy way to get out of that one, so we're just
No.
gonna. I
We
think I
just
think it's time for the news, huh?
we just gotta keep on going, man. All
Yeah.
right, guys, we're going to talk about some gaming news. There's been quite a bit the past week. We got a few things to talk about, a few things we're excited about. Um, so, Daniel, if you want to start us off here with what we have up first.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So we were talking about. I was talking about how I was playing Aliens, Fireteam Elite, and there was a new update.
Oh, they got a
They
trailer here. Let's throw that on there.
yeah, they added a new class and some new stuff.
Yeah, we got the Phalanx class and some new weapons. It looks like I need to play more of this, man. Um, because I've only played a little bit, and then I got lost in Pathfinder stuff, you know. So you've tried this a bit. Uh,
I have. I tried
that,
the class a little bit, and it's okay. Like the main thing about that class is that you have a shield, right?
mhm.
And then I think one of the other things you kind of have like a well, how do I describe it? Kind of like a shock ability where like you like shock things around you. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, like a
that, and then the
shockwave
shields
coming
are
in.
like the two abilities. Yeah.
That's cool. And these new weapons look pretty dope. I want that fucking
Yeah.
minigun.
I haven't tried them all yet, but I definitely need want to. Yeah.
And this, I think, is completely free, right? Season one's free, if I
Yeah, yeah,
remember.
it's a free update. You don't have to buy anything else or whatnot to get this one. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I played it for a little bit, so I need to try out some of the other stuff. But they added like that trailer said, more weapons, more cosmetics, and yeah. So definitely cool. I hope they keep adding updates for this game because it's yeah, it'll be nice to have that because once you kind of get over the initial like story of the game, it's there kind of needs to be more. But anyway,
Yeah. All right. Next up.
next up we have the Alan Wake remastered is happening, which this was so this was shown at the PlayStation showcase, which we'll be talking about here in a little bit. But this was actually like we knew about this before that
Yeah,
even happened.
this
So
had leaked
there's like
like everywhere.
yeah, so a couple days before that, we knew that an Alan Wake remastered was coming to PS5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The original was a 360 exclusive. So the remaster is going to be marking the first time it's going to be on PlayStation consoles, and since Epic is publishing the game, it'll be a PC exclusive as for the EGS Epic Game Store. So the original game came out in 2010, and the remaster comes out later this year. With the two DLC expansions, the Signal and the Writer, as well. 4K polish. Yeah, so I've actually played this game before already. I played it a couple years ago on stream, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I have this. I think I started it at one point on stream, and I
uh-huh.
got distracted with something else. Yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah, I played
I've played 3 hours according to Steam.
I played this one, and then I played was it the American Nightmare one, which is kind of like a little spin-off or something.
Yeah.
So I played both of those, yeah.
By the way, guys, if you hear construction equipment, they're literally out the window across the road from me. They're working on shit, and they got a fucking big ass backhoe doing shit over there. And like, if you see me just look over randomly, it's because they've hit something and made a loud noise. So I apologize for that if you hear anything. It shouldn't be coming through. I don't think it is, but just in case.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
if I randomly look annoyed out my window, you know why. Um, but yeah, this is exciting for those Alan Wake fans. I know this game is hard to stream, especially nowadays with DMCA, the music in it,
Oh yeah.
and all that. Maybe they'll throw in a DMCA mode, maybe.
Hopefully
Uh,
that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about Cyberpunk is that they did that whole like, you know, we're gonna do a whole, s- streamer mode for the music if you want to stream it, you know. So that was pretty cool of them to do. It would be nice if more games did that. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Cause yeah, I remember playing that game and I'm like, oh no, not this song, not right now, you know.
yeah.
um, but yeah,
All
yeah.
right. What do we got next?
Next up, we have the Marvel's Avengers content roadmaps. I know you haven't played this game a whole lot, Josh. To be honest, I haven't either, but I hop back onto it whenever there's a new update. And like the most recent Black Panther update, I hopped on, but we have the content roadmap here. So obviously, we're August. They did the War for Wakanda expansion, and all of that stuff. This month in September, they have the game's 1 year anniversary is going to be coming up. Which, yeah, I guess it did come out a year ago, huh? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So they have the 1 year anniversary for the game. Looks like there's some stuff inspired by the Black Panther movie. They're gonna have some community activities as well. And then coming up in the fall and winter, we have some returning events such as a Tachyon Anomaly, Red Room Takeover, Corrupted Vibranium, Cosmic Threat, bonus XP weekends. They're gonna have their first raid, and it's gonna be, you got to fight Claw. It's gonna be a new enemy type, Echoes. The power level cap is gonna increase. And then for PlayStation, they're gonna be finally releasing Spider-Man because he's a PlayStation exclusive, which makes
I'm
sense because Sony.
surprised it took a year to get
I
Spider-Man
am
in.
too. I remember when this game before it came out, I thought he was gonna be like a launch,
Right?
like you know, like I thought he was gonna be available right away for the PlayStation people. But
I wonder if like
I wonder what
because
happened. Yeah, I don't
the
know.
game launched with issues, they probably just spent so much time fixing them, I imagine, and trying to get like
Yeah,
the right content out there. I imagine them throwing in Spider-Man would feel dirty if they'd done it earlier with all those issues and stuff
I
early.
mean,
Maybe. I
yeah,
don't know
maybe I
for
don't know.
sure, but I definitely thought he was gonna be out like
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be out
like
forever
right
ago.
away. Yeah, same.
Yeah. So yeah, that's happening, and then they're reworking some systems such as the resources and gear upgrading. There's going to be earnable cosmetics, and they're going to be doing a Hawkeye nameplate challenge for the show. And then finally, of course, throughout this all the next few months, They're going to be releasing other outfits inspired by the MCU, which we've seen some of them already. Like off the top of my head, like the Avengers outfit for Captain America is out, and things like that
Mm-hmm.
have been being added. So that's pretty cool. Again, I don't play the game as nearly as much as I used to when it first came out, but I'll hop on every once in a while whenever they add a new update. So it's cool that they're still continuing to support this and that they haven't given up on it and whatnot, right? We
Oh, yeah,
always
I
talk
mean
about how it's good for games to
they have a
stick
lot
with it.
invested in that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want it to be good. I don't want nothing to be bad.
yeah.
Um, yeah. What's next, Daniel?
Next up, we have um, it's time. The
Yes.
showcase is next.
Well, the
So
PlayStation
let's talk
Showcase
about
happened.
the Sony's PlayStation Showcase. There was a lot shown here, and
Let's talk about
I
how they came out with the opening and just threw their gigantic penis on the table for everybody to look at and waggle it around like, look at it. Look how
they're like,
great
look,
we are.
they're like, yeah, like you guys heard about this one thing. Well, it's true, it's real, and well, guess what? We got it.
Yeah.
We ain't let nobody else show it. We're showing this.
Yeah.
So it's real. It's happening, baby. KOTOR remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
happy, dude. I was planning on streaming this live, but I was running late that day. So I actually like missed this live because I was like setting up stream because like, oh fuck, I'm running late, dude. I gotta get on here and shit, right? So this is the only thing that I missed because I was late by a couple minutes. And dude, I obviously I knew it was happening because everybody was talking about it. But you see this and you're like, dude, we've been talking about this for years, dude. For
Years.
years we've been talking about this, and to see it finally become, like it's real, it's happening,
Mm-hmm.
it's
It's
tangible
true.
now, a little bit
All
more.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true, all of it, everything. Oh
When this
man,
came up, I was watching it. When this came up, I knew what it was. I knew the voice. I knew the
well,
figure.
yeah,
But like even knowing all of that, I still got emotional as fuck. I cried. I won't lie. I cried. I'll fucking straight up tell you. I cried when I saw this, heard this, everything about it because like this is my childhood. This is like if there was a game that defined my entire childhood, it's KOTOR. It's like, and it was an Xbox exclusive, which is so weird to think about. And then it came out on PC later. And now look at where we're at now. It's completely flipped around. Like, because now
yeah,
it's going to be a PlayStation thing for a little while. Um, uh, I can't tell you how excited I am, but I'm also a little scared. I'm also a little scared because, like,
really,
I'm afraid of like obviously I will always have the OG KOTOR. It'll always be like mine and all that. I'm afraid. Now they said they're gonna honor the story and stuff with this, and I'm
yeah, I've
just
heard
kind of
that as well.
curious to
Yeah.
what changes they'll make and stuff like that. Are
Well,
they gonna give the main character a voice or anything like that? Just kind of stuff
mm,
like that. I'm a little concerned
yeah,
about because we just don't have a lot of info right now, other than hey, this is a thing. It's gonna come out on PlayStation and PC, and it's a console exclusive for a little while. Like
yeah,
like that's kind of all we know right now. So,
right,
I'm kind of curious, and some of the voice actors, the other voice actors that were in the OG game, if passed on and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um, so I'm kind of curious to who's all come. Just little things. Trask Olgo better be in this fucking game
Eh,
though. Like if my
well,
boy ain't in this game.
listen. they're 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 gonna stick to the same, they're gonna stick to it like exactly the way it is, I think. So everything that we know, the story wise and everything,
Yeah,
that
they know what made it
that
great. They know
yeah,
what made KOTOR what made us
I
love
don't
it.
think they're gonna change anything story wise. Like Trask is gonna be there. I think every voice actor that is still alive with us, that is still working and wants to be a part of it will be a part of it. I think they'll bring. I
Mhm.
think they're gonna bring everybody back. So I'm not concerned in that regard. Um, the thing that I have heard that they're gonna change is the combat, obviously, from the system that they used to do to something a bit more modern. But I think I think what would be smart if they did is if they did if they went the Final Fantasy VII remake route, where you can play the old combat if you want, but they obviously upgraded it as well for the new generation and whatnot. So I
Yeah.
think if they did it that way, you can keep everybody happy. Um, but I'm excited, dude. I just seeing fucking Revan in this little teaser. All he needed to do was fucking throw up that lightsaber, because, like you said, we know that when you hear the narration, you know it's Jennifer Hale as Bastila. You know she's talking when
Been in
she's
love with her
like,
since I was a kid, man. Come on.
yeah,
You can't help
when
it.
she's like, we faced the strongest Sith in generations. They must be stopped. You're like, yes, yes, Bastila, I'm with you. Like let's do this. Like, honestly, this teaser should not, like for people who have never played this, and they have never played it, and all they see is this. I get them not being super excited because it's a short little thing, right? It's a voiceover, then you see Revan with the lightsaber, and that's it. But for us who have played it and who love this and all that stuff, like, that's all it took for us to get hype. All right, like,
Yeah.
just that show that just hearing about that shit is making me
Look,
smile, man.
yeah,
Because
I had to
I
go look up
cannot
reactions.
wait. I
I had to
cannot
look up
wait. I did
reactions.
too.
I was looking
Yeah.
everywhere. There's not a lot of reactions to people that were watching this live. I mean, there's some out there, and I've watched as many as I possibly can. But man, I wish there was more. But there's a lot of people that have never played KOTOR. They've only ever heard stories. And for those people that will get to dip their toes into this for the very first time, oh my god, you guys are gonna have so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Like our friend Katie, who's never played it, and she's finally gonna be able to play it with this. It's like,
mm-hmm,
oh my god, dude. Like, I'm kind of a little jealous that they get to experience this. Like, now I get how people were feeling about me when I played Mass Effect for the first time, right?
mm-hmm,
Like, with the Legendary Edition, because that's my first experience with it. Uh so that's how I'm gonna feel about everybody playing KOTOR for the first time. And I'm gonna watch the shit out of people play that, dude. Like, I can't
yeah.
wait, bro. It's gonna be so great. I can't wait to replay it myself. Yeah, I can't wait. It's So Knights of the Republic, for those
Whoop,
of you who don't know, is
hang on, guys. I gotta
my
fix Daniel's camera.
it's my favorite game of all time, and also it's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Star Wars story ever told.
Yes.
It's so good. It's so good. I mean, we can go on and on about KOTOR, but we got other things to talk
I do
about.
have one final question, or just like, what do you think? Do you think, and this is just purely, I have no fucking clue, maybe, maybe not. Do you think they're gonna try to make this canon now? Are they, with this remake? You think they'll do anything like that?
Mm, I know that's another question that's been asked by people.
It's been going around, and I'm kind of curious to.
I I'm not sure, because they could do that, but also if they plan on just like retelling the story the way that it was, then I could see them just being like, well,
Just the
this
story.
was this is Legends. We're just redoing the game. Like, it's still Legends, but
It'll be years before we see
yeah,
this, and like no, really any concrete info, I imagine. But
yeah. I'd imagine we're still like a year or two away, probably, from
yeah,
this.
but
But
just it's things to think about and talk
But you know
about.
what? That gives me more reason to stay alive for the next 2 years, or however
That's
long,
what
right?
I told Majin
Like,
that the other night. I was like, I have a reason to stay alive. That
exactly.
KOTOR
Like,
remake.
that gives me more incentive to stick around a little longer. God
uh,
damn it. But yeah, I don't know. Listen, I would love if they made it canon. Like, they can, but see, the thing, if they were to make it canon, though, is what people wouldn't want, because you'd have to tweak the story a little bit. You know what I mean, to make it fit
yeah,
canon. So, do you want it to be canon, but they tweak some things to make it fit in with canon, or do you want it to be exactly the same as it was, with updated graphics and everything that modern games have, but it still is Legends? You know what I mean? So it's you have to weigh the two and see like which one do I want?
And if they do this and do it well, man, I'd love for them to do two because I like two as well.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. I was just thinking like if they do two, they could re-add all the cut content from the original
mm,
one, right?
right.
Like that'd be perfect if they did that. So yeah, hopefully this does well, which it will. Let's be real, it's gonna do well, right?
I will say it was
Uh,
pretty funny watching people's reactions and like they show the close up of Revan, but they don't realize who Revan is. And
yeah,
they'll and then like it'll cut to where it says Knights of the Old Republic remake, and then they understand like what this
yeah.
really is.
I
Like
noticed that
those,
too. It's like, how are you guys not freaking out about Revan, bro? And then they're like, code to remake. Oh,
yeah, no,
you know?
right? And it's
It's
like,
like I was freaking out the moment I heard Bastila talk, bro. Actually, no,
mm-hmm.
I was freaking out the moment I saw Lucasfilm Games, dude. Because that's what I was like, Star Wars game, like what? And then
This was
you hear Jennifer Hale, and that's when I was like, all right, this is it, dude. It's
this was
happening.
absolutely the biggest surprise because I would never expect this at a PlayStation thing. Like, yeah, right? Like I wasn't expecting this at all.
Yeah,
I was sitting here thinking, I wonder what this is gonna be. Like, it says showcase. What are they gonna show, bro? It was from the moment they started. It was like everything they showed was dope as fuck. Like,
this is why I like watching these fucking events, man. Because you get stuff like this that you wouldn't expect. Like again, we've heard KOTOR remake rumors for years now, but did any of us ever think it would happen at this event? No. That's why I'm glad we watched. I'm glad I watched it, dude. Because
mm-hmm.
fucking man, I got to. I didn't watch it like right live as it happened, but I got to watch it like a little bit later, and I was like, dude, I reacted to it. I put it up on my YouTube. I clipped it out from my stream because I was streaming this and everything, and yeah, it's amazing. I still I it was the reveal happened the day before my birthday, so I was like, this is no matter what else happened, this is already a great gift. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
uh, but yeah, I obviously we can go on and on about that, but we have other
And
things to talk
we could
about.
do a whole show
But just
about that.
but just know we are over the moon. We are very
Yeah.
excited about this finally being true and revealed and happening and all that. So
All right, let's peel
I can't
ourselves
wait. I
off
can't
with a
wait.
crowbar and move on to the
Yeah.
next thing.
The last thing I
Uh,
have to say about that is I am going to be telling all of my friends who have not played it to play it
mm-hmm.
because they need to.
Baba.
Anyway,
Um,
moving on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. You got. She got to, right. Yeah. Yes, including you, Baba. Which, by the way, this game came out in 2003, and you can create your own. Well, create your own characters is I guess kind of true, but I hope that they add a little bit more options for that next time around. You know what I mean? Because
yeah, they were very limited back in the day.
you know how limited it
Yeah.
was back then. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, moving on. After KOTOR, they had a bunch of other stuff, which I we have here. So they also mentioned a something that I didn't quite expect, but Insomniac is doing a Wolverine game.
Everybody saw this and was like, Spider-Man!
Yeah, because you see Insomniac and Marvel, and you're like, oh, Spider-Man.
The moment they cut to the bar, I was like, wait, this is Spider-Man?
Yeah, I was gonna say the moment we go to the bar, you're like, okay, this isn't Spider-Man, this is something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking like, what could this be? Could this be like, you know, Punisher? Could it be like, you know, Daredevil or something, right? But then you see this dude walk up to the bar, and then you're like, oh, it's Wolverine, dude.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
I'm excited for a fucking Wolverine game. Like No, that
Yeah,
shit.
that's gonna be sick. I heard they're gonna go very mature with that one too. So like,
Oh,
probably
yeah,
gonna be
let me
pretty
slice and
bloody
dice
and
some fools. Yeah.
yeah,
And this was also a surprise, like because I wasn't expecting it at all. Um,
yeah. I don't think anyone expected that.
how Insomniac must have an army of people working there now, because like,
Dude, I mean, they're doing this, and then the other game that they revealed is they're doing Spider-Man 2. So I
yeah,
love Spider-Man 1. That game is incredible. It was top 3 games of 2018 for me. Uh so you see the footage here, Marvel again and Insomniac, and then you're like, "All right, so this has to be Spider-Man then, right?" And then you hear the voiceover and you're thinking, "Who the hell is this? Is this Craven? Is this who is this?" But you see the Peter Spider-Man, you see the Miles Spider-Man both working together here.
Man who could surprise me.
yeah. This
And then the voiceover continues, and you're like, "Who the hell's talking? Like, is it like again? Is it Craven? Is it like who is it? Like who does this guy sound like?"
Disappointment.
But then they go off into the alley over here,
Will
and you
one
see who it actually is,
give me what I desire?
and then shit gets hype, bro. Like if it wasn't already. Um. Yes, indeed.
mhm.
Yes, sir. Look at that. It's your
that
boy
that shit's pretty dope.
Venom.
Shit's pretty
Spider-Man
dope too.
2. So we have this. This is coming out in 2 years, 2023. So they have time obviously from between Wolverine and this to you know come out with these. I love the first game. It was really really good. I just mentioned how it was top 3 for me the year that came out. I have not played Miles Morales yet because I only have a PS4 and I know it's out on PS4, but I'm like waiting. Maybe if whenever eventually I get a PS5, maybe I'll wait and play it on that. Which is the same reason why I haven't played the Ghost of Tsushima, ex- director's cut, because I'm waiting to see if I should just wait for the PS5 upgrade or just get on PS4. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, very exciting. Can't wait. Love the first game. Still need to play Miles Morales. But yeah, these games are a fun time. Throwing
The,
Venom into the mix is going to be very 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 hype for sure.
I'm also kind of curious if they're gonna have like a little bit of co-op in here, because they had like the Spider-Mans working together and doing stuff
They had
in
both
this
of them,
video,
yeah.
and I'm kind of
I
curious if there'd be anything
I
like that.
don't know what their intention with that was, because I don't I don't know if they have co-op planned or not. I think it'd be dope if they did,
It'd be
but
cool
I
if you could
don't know
like
if they
drop in,
do.
drop out kind of stuff. I'm kind of
Yeah,
curious as well. It may not be like that. It may be like one of those
yeah, I
GTA type things where you just swap between them, and like at different
yeah, like
times,
GTA
certain
5. Yeah,
missions,
yeah,
stuff like that could be. Hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That was exciting. Um, like the Wolverine, they showed off Wolverine, and then they showed some more stuff, and then they showed Spider-Man 2. People weren't expecting it. It was curveballs. Like this whole show was like curveball after curveball. Um, the only thing that showed up like when I expected it to was like God of War. Like I always expected that toward the end, um, which I think most just about everybody did. So
Yeah, which speaking of God of War, that's the next one we have. And there's some spoilers in here from the first game. So uh if you haven't played the first one, you're gonna get spoiled if
it's me, but I have like
if you're
no
gonna watch this.
context for any of this. Like
Yeah, so there is some spoilery shit in there.
it's
So
playing
just be
without sound,
warned
guys.
of that.
We're not gonna play any sound with it, so any spoilers will be visual spoilers.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
I love the first one, the 2018 God of War. The first one in the newer, era of games. Because obviously there was the OG trilogy and all that stuff. But Yeah, God of War 2018 was incredible. We have the boy and Kratos, and the boy is not a boy anymore. He's now a teen, and they're off on their adventures, doing their thing. Uh, Freya's trying to take him down. Um, she's still not happy about events from the first game. It's Ragnarok, so shit is going down. Obviously, that since the lake is frozen over, you can't go boat riding anymore. So it's cool that they have like the wolf sleds or the dog sleds or whatever the hell that is. That's gonna be pretty neat. I'm ready to hear some more stories, some more Kratos stories. From that. Although I guess we did see some boat rowing there a bit.
Yeah, it's like in a
So
completely
it's not.
different like part of the world. It looks like.
They're bringing back the dwarves and everything.
When I see him fighting these monsters, they make me think of D&D monsters, the frog
Mm.
dudes. Yeah, I need to
Yeah,
play
it just
the
it
first
just
one of
looks
these.
like more of the it looks like more of the first game, which isn't a bad thing because the first one's incredible. And yeah, definitely like to anybody who hasn't played it, fucking play it, man, because it's top tier, man. It's so damn good.
This is a pretty beefy trailer. I was just sitting here
Yeah,
like watching this.
to
I'm
be
like, this has
honest,
got a lot in
I
it.
think they show off too much in this, man. If I'm being real.
Yeah, it's like a lot. But yeah, we'll probably just stop it right there. That way we kind of
Yeah.
avoid some of the stuff. But yeah, that's a beefy 3-minute trailer. If you want to see the rest of it,
Yeah.
you know,
Also,
go
be
find it
warned
on
though,
your
like I
own.
said, again, there's spoilers in that trailer for Ragnarok. So if you have not played the first one, go play the first one because it's incredible. Um, After that, we had a trailer for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is the new Borderlands-esque game. I'm
I
gonna be
think this
real
is
with you.
a standalone.
Yeah,
So
it's a standalone set in the Borderlands. So I'll be real with you. This looks so much better than Borderlands 3.
honestly, agree. Yeah.
Like I would rather play this so much more than the third game. I also like the song that they use in this trailer because I think it fits in so well. It's a Baby Metal's "Give Me Chocolate" and it works so well
Yeah.
with this thing.
I saw some people watching this and were like, "What the hell is this song?" I'm like, it's fucking
It's
baby metal.
Baby
I've learned
Metal,
who that
give me
is.
chocolate.
I've
Yeah,
learned that. I've learned how that is from like our two
it,
music shows ago.
yeah, it fits in so well with Tiny Tina's vibe and this trailer and everything. It works very well. And yeah, I like the fantasy like D&D type setting that we're doing with Borderlands here in this. Like I
Mm-hmm.
dig it. Like this is something that I mean I won't get it at launch, but like I will definitely like be keeping an eye on because like I'd rather play this than Borderlands 3 if I'm being real.
Well, yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, so
But
got
yeah,
all
this
those
looks fun.
D&D monsters. Yeah, right. Oh, I dig it. It's a fun trailer.
Also, there's melee weapons. Like it looks like they open a
Yeah.
chest in here at one point, and a sword definitely comes flying out.
I saw it, yeah. Look at all the loot. There's more swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fun though. I like the skeleton enemies, the butt stallion, the dragons and stuff. Yeah, it is more D&D aspect, yeah.
Basically, Tiny Tina. Oh my god, is playing the DM.
Yeah, I mean near the end of the trailer, she literally like throws dice and has like her DM screen and all that stuff.
Yeah. This is the whole game now, though, Bob. This isn't even a DLC. This is a whole
Yeah. Yeah,
standalone.
this ain't DLC. This is a game.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderlands, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands comes out March. That is not as far as you think it is.
To be honest with you, the first half of next year looks fantastic in terms of games.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming. So yeah, that looks fun. I definitely will probably be giving. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be giving that a shot at some point. I'm not sure when, but I will definitely play it because it looks like a fun time. The next thing we have here, if you have nothing else to say about that one, Josh.
No, we can move on.
Next thing we have here is Project Eve.
Also known as Project Booty, because it's all over this trailer.
So Project Eve is a PS5, I think, exclusive game. Post-apocalyptic type dealio, and yeah, it you got your sexy anime girl fucking tearing stuff up.
Yeah, I think
So
this is a Korean studio, I believe, are making this game. I think maybe I was speaking out of my hands. I think it is. I when I saw this, I'm like, oh, Bayonetta. You know what I mean? Like that's what I thought.
Yeah, Bayonetta, right? Yeah.
Um. mm, but yeah, these I don't I don't usually play these types of games really, but yeah, it looks pretty. It looks
Mhm.
very shiny, and that just is like fascinates me. That shot there of like, look at this gigantic monster thing in the space.
Yeah, this is a very like just based off this trailer because I mean I didn't know a whole lot about this game to be honest. Like I still
Yeah,
don't.
I
But
still don't. Yeah.
it like like just based off this trailer, it like I'm intrigued enough to want to know more. But yeah, I you know when you see this, you think like you said Bayonetta and all that kind of stuff, which I don't normally play either. But yeah, they definitely focus on the certain angles in this as well, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
In certain in certain shots, which hey, fuck it, dude. But
They leaned into it, whereas Mass Effect was like, we're cutting out Miranda's booty shots. This game was like booty everywhere, which is
hey
fine.
man, I'm about it. So
Yeah, I like booties,
fine.
and this is a
Some
shot.
quick time events going on too. I see.
Yeah, I mean the combat looks fun and stuff, like, but uh, it looks like this lady's like an android at certain points because like
Man,
she
she's got
she's got
long ass hair, dude.
some light up stuff that kind of happens on her like her back and stuff, and I'm like, is she a robot?
I I mean,
Is she a cyborg?
what's crazy is at the end of this trailer, dude. Like you see this other lady in the like suit, and she puts the helmet on, and you're like, the fuck?
Yeah, right.
That is that's some crazy looking gear, if you ask me, man. Like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
that
This is
is
a
that's
long
crazy
trailer
looking,
too.
man. There's some pretty interesting designs in this game.
Yeah,
This trailer, man.
we're gonna skip a little bit through this because it's a lot of.
Yeah.
This is 4 minutes of booty and other stuff. Yeah, let's
Yes,
skip it.
it's quite the bootyful looking game indeed.
Yeah.
Uh,
This lady does some fucking like. She
yeah, I mean,
puts on
look
some.
at her, dude.
She
Puts
puts
on
on
that helmet, you're like,
some Kojima gear, and is
yeah,
like,
right.
"Let's go."
It looks like that thing that they put the baby in fucking Death Stranding, dude. It's like, what the fuck is that?
It also looks a little bit like his logo. Um,
Oh man.
I mean that's cool, man.
Yeah, I'll have to. That's one of those things that I will be like, keeping an eye on, but because I want to know more. I just don't know a whole lot about it though.
yeah.
But it definitely reminds me like Bayonetta or the Nier games or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, they are doing Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy remasters for PS5 and PC. Now I don't know why they're not doing the original 3. but they're doing the last two. If you
Yeah.
haven't played the last two,
I saw some people that were like confused. It's like, wait, they're just doing what's the freaking point of that? You're just doing those two. Like,
the most recent ones, right, are getting remasters. Like the fourth game came out like in 2016. Like, does that really need a remaster?
put them all on PC. I'll play them, please.
Well, they're putting these two at least on PC. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they gotta do the. I mean, since they're doing these, they gotta do the original ones now, right?
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is like I want them on PC. It's not that I want them remastered for PS5. It's like I want them all on the PC.
Right.
They're just putting like these couple on PC, and it's like you're
Like,
giving me the
okay,
end
yeah.
of a story that I haven't even started. No,
Yeah, yeah. But those are gonna be releasing on early 2022, packaged together as the Legacy of Thieves collection, which is just 2 games and not the other 3. But
Yeah.
anyway, uh after that, we have some Rainbow Six Extraction, uh which I think out of everything that they showed at the showcase, this is probably the one that I was like, meh.
Yeah, the weakest.
Yeah, it was the weakest out of everything they showed.
I still stand by that this should not be Rainbow Six. They're doing it only so they can yank the characters from Siege and throw them in here.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like Rainbow Six to me, but I'm sure people will enjoy it. But they're doing that thing where it's like only 3 players, which is like another thing that's kind of meh, right?
That's lame. Yeah.
Like I want more than 3 if I'm gonna play a thing. Like to me, Rainbow Six always was like tactical squads moving in and taking out these bad guys, and like now we're fighting
Tactical
a bunch of
squads taking down aliens.
aliens, and like it's I don't know, like I feel like you could call this anything else, and it would be fine. I take issue with the fact that they're using just the Rainbow Six name on it, I guess, and maybe
Yeah.
that's a petty reason, but I stand by it because I grew up with Rainbow Six and Tom Clancy. All right, like, and this is not what I think of when I see those names. So this definitely is like out of all the things they showed, this is probably the weakest. So that's it.
Yeah, it for sure is the weakest thing that they showed.
All right, what's next? Let's open that.
Next up, we have Forspoken, which I'm pretty interested in because there's a lot of good people working on this game as well.
Yeah,
Like for example, Amy Hennig from Uncharted, which we were just talking about, and Gary Whitta
yeah.
from
Gary's
Rogue
like
One, amongst other things.
he's writing this, right? I think.
Yeah, they're working on this, and then we have people like Janina Gavankar, who is going to be, one of the characters in this game as well. Like, there's a lot of great peeps working on this, so I'm pretty excited about this. I remember when this was just called Project Athia or whatever, like,
Mm-hmm.
and here we are. And it looks good, man. I'm looking forward to checking this out.
I saw when some people saw the rings on her arm, were like,
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what
Legend
I
of
thought. I was like,
Ten
oh, dude, I just want a game where I can use those rings from that movie and just fucking tear shit up, dude. Like, that'd be so cool, dude.
Yeah. I didn't even realize about the rings until like she starts talking to him, or they start talking to her or whatever. And then I was like, oh, Shang-Chi. Cool. The world of this fascinates me. It looks really cool.
Yeah, right.
She
It's
gets
like, what the hell's going on here?
I've read a lot of books where like modern day people get sucked into like some fantasy world, and that's kind of what this is. It seems like.
Yeah.
Um. But yeah, when they start showing off movement and like a little bit of combat and stuff in here, it looks cool, man. It looks ambitious, is what it looks like, because
Yeah, it really does.
it looks gorgeous as well. Um,
Forspoken.
I will say some of the little after spell effects kind of it's a little weird, but I think it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have like this weird, almost Neo in the Matrix vibe to it occasionally with how she moves around. Also catching
Mysteriously
bullets.
transported from New York City, Frey Holland finds herself trapped in the beautiful, cruel land of Athia with magical sentient bracelets wrapped around her arm. Her new cynical companion Cuff helps Frey navigate through the sprawling landscapes of Athia. In search of a way home, Frey will battle monstrous creatures, confront the powerful Tentus, and uncover secrets that awaken something much more from within. So yeah, that looks rad, man.
Yeah, I keep getting sucked in
Um,
on how pretty this game is.
there's Janina right there at the end. That's her,
Spring 2022.
just whooping ass.
Cool. Like to see more of that.
All right, the next thing we have is the Alan Wake remastered trailer, which we talked about a little bit before this, but here's the announced trailer.
Oops. Yeah, there she be.
Bright Falls, which is not very bright.
Yeah.
PlayStation for the first time. Yeah, it's a if you guys have never played this game, it's something, man. I'll definitely I would say give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
Having played it, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's cool that they're remastering it. A lot of people were wanting that, so I might check out this remaster. We'll see.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, I know a lot of people also wanted a sequel at one point. I wonder if
Yeah,
I
I know
wonder if
that's
this will lead
for
to
the
any of
longest
that.
time they have been wanting one. Yeah,
Yeah,
should be maybe we'll see. I guess it depends on how the remaster does, right?
yeah. Alan Wake remastered.
What if like the remake or the remaster comes out and then like once you beat it at the end, it's like Alan Wake will return and Alan Wake 2 or something. And
Right?
that's how they announce it. You're like, what the hell?
Something crazy. I was just sitting there thinking, what if they did something like that? Where they just throw in like a curveball and
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, yeah.
That'd be cool. I would love to see more games like do that. Like, how they do in
Mhm.
movies and shit. Like that'd be great. Like, oh, you enjoyed this game? Well, just you wait. We already know what we're doing on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the Alan Wake remastered trailer. The next thing we have on here is GTA 5, but I don't want to talk about that.
Nah, like,
Let's skip
this
to
is the
that.
same old shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're in the third generation of this game being the only GTA game. So enough of GTA 5.
yep.
So the thing after that we have is Ghostwire Tokyo, which I've been very interested in this game since I saw it the very first time a couple years ago. This looks like uh this looks good. I normally am not the biggest fan of horror type of games, but this one seems cool, man. This one seems
Yeah,
very
it
very
looks good.
intriguing. Like
It
it
looks
looks
trippy.
spooky as hell. All the spirits and ghosts and shit running around everywhere. Very supernatural. Um yeah, so I this is something you got your boy Slenderman in there for some reason, but it looks really really neat.
Yeah, it does.
So I definitely this will be something that I'll check out at some point. I don't even know when it comes out. This trailer I guess he'll tell us at the end of the trailer, but yeah, it's coming out on PS5 and
It should be relatively soon, right? Because like they've been working on this for a hot minute.
it's been a
I would
couple years since
imagine.
we've known about it. Yeah, now
Yeah.
I mean it's probably coming out at some point next year.
Yeah. It's a pretty beefy trailer. It's a minute, almost two. Face the unknown. I ain't gonna be playing this. I'll watch people play this. I'm scared. Ghost
Spring
Tokyo.
2022. Okay.
Oh, well,
So yeah, there you go.
little wait on there, but it'll get here.
Yeah. So definitely want to check that out. That looks like it could be fun.
All right. Next up, we had a trailer for Deathloop, but Deathloop's out. And it's getting really good reviews, by the way. I heard. We've
Also,
kind
like
of joked about it.
we've seen so much about that.
It has. It's out. It's getting good reviews. Apparently, like really good reviews, which is good. I know they had to delay the game a lot, so it's pretty cool that it's getting sweet reviews out there. We just saw it so much. I think we all got kind of fatigued, fatigued on it a little bit. So
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm glad
Well,
it's getting good
apparently
reviews.
it comes out today. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's finally out now, so that's good.
Go play it. Apparently, it's good.
I'll check
Really
that
good.
out.
Or watch some streamers check it out or stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was after that?
Next up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy. It's available for pre-order.
Yeah, there were like so much Marvel stuff coming around.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
This one still hasn't managed to impress me, to be honest. Like
Grab
I'm
you.
kind of like, no.
You rocking that
It
white
just
boy
there's something
douchebag
about
haircut?
it that I'm
Don't do
like,
it for you.
yeah, right. Exactly. No, it don't. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that, Pete. Yeah, that fucking haircut, dude. Like, get the hell out of here with that fucking
got the
haircut.
fucking
Man.
pompadour fucking shape side and all that. This hasn't really grabbed me that much either, to be honest. Some of the humor is a little funny, but I mean, like the heart attack bit, I chuckled at. But we're getting
I mean,
we're
it's
getting a
cool that they have
dog.
Cosmo, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's this doesn't so far. Nothing about it. I'm like, I don't like. This is probably gonna be one of those games where I'll watch somebody play. Like, I don't think I'm like. I don't think I'll be getting it, to be honest.
Unless they come out with like some trailer that totally blows me away, and I'm like, and even then I'm like, I'll probably wait for a sale. You know, like, I don't really like a lot of the character designs. They look strange and
Yeah, I think like Gamora looks pretty cool, and I mean it's Groot. It's hard to get Groot wrong because he's just a tree, but yeah, I think like Drax looks a little weird. Peter looks definitely weird.
Peter looks like every white douchebag guy you know. And I can say that because I'm a white dude, okay? He looks like every white douchebag I've ever met in my whole life. They all have that same haircut. Like, nothing about him looks unique to me. Like, he just looks boring and generic.
Just another dude.
Right? Like, yeah.
I will say that I do like that the pre-order outfit for Peter though. The classic Star-Lord, that's a cool outfit. I do like that.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of the classic Star-Lord outfit. That's cool. But yeah, the other rest of them, I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, Mike.
but yeah, there you go. It's available. It's coming. This is coming out next month, dude. Like I didn't like. I forgot it was that soon. You know. But hey,
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe
I'll
that.
probably watch. I'll probably watch some people play this. You know. Alrighty. Next up, we have that like Radiohead game, which I don't know if we
I
need to
don't
talk
even
about
know what
that.
this is, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we're
But we don't know what it is. It's literally a trailer that tells us nothing. It's other than Radiohead and Epic Games. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, Radiohead,
It's not even.
Epic. They're doing something,
They're doing a thing.
and it's called Kidda Menezia or something.
To be honest, probably shouldn't have been in the showcase because it didn't do anything. Anyway.
Chia. Let's talk about Chia. This looks pretty like this is one of the more the lighter things that they showed because everything else is a little bit more hardcore. This has like a cartoony type of style. It looks very wholesome, very tropical. This reminds me of like a Pixar game if it were, or a Pixar movie if it were a game.
Right? That's what I thought the whole time.
You even get to see some like fish that look like Dory and whatnot at one point. But yeah, this she transforms into the damn seagull or whatever, and
yeah, the moment I saw her like inhabiting things, the moment I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a puzzle game," and I'm not gonna like it at all because I don't do puzzles. But yeah, this is like a nice little
yeah, it looks like a
story.
fun, wholesome time, man.
Yeah. This is a, I will watch somebody play this. Probably Zeke.
This is
I don't know if
a
Zeke could play this.
tropical open world adventure. Climb, glide, swim, and sail your boat around a beautiful archipelago of physics-driven sandbox. Chia's soul-jumping ability to take control of any animal or object you can find, and jam on your fully playable ukulele.
It's a crab. Look at the crab. You can pet the crab. Next year. Neat. I will be.
Game inspired by New Catalonia. There you go.
Yeah.
Looks fun. Looks like a neat little game. Yeah, that's probably gonna be another one that I watch people play as well. Because it's usually not my kind of vibe, but I mean, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Gran Turismo 7 was the next thing that we have on here. This one is a 3-minute dealio that shows
We're not
off
gonna watch the entire thing.
just yeah, no. It all it does is show you how like literally how incredible this game looks, because that's probably for me the biggest thing about this game is just how fucking amazing it looks.
Yep.
This is a gorgeous looking game.
Every racing game I ever see, for every time there's like a next gen hop or that becomes the current gen, they show them off and it's like, it looks fucking gorgeous. And then like, I don't play them because I don't play racing games.
Detailed and like, man, this is nuts.
The only racing games I played were the ones where
where
the cops could chase you. Like those were always fun. But that's about it.
And as for me, I stick to Mario Kart, man. Those are my kind of racing games right there.
I haven't played Mario Kart in fucking years. But yeah,
so yeah,
like
we're not too big on the.
You've come to the wrong channel if you expect us to go deep on this.
The Gran Turismo, but
there it is for you guys.
Very beautiful looking, and yeah, I mean, like again, I'm just looking at. I'm like, wow, dude, this looks so good, dude. I don't even know what else to say other than that. Like, it just
Mhm.
like it looks that good. I can't stop saying about how good it looks.
Yeah, yeah. All right. That's
But yeah,
that's Gran Turismo. You got a release
there's
date, guys.
that. Yeah.
March 4th, 2022.
March 4th. Again, that's sooner than you think. There. All right. I guess the final thing we have here is the Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt.
Yeah. The Battle Royale vampire game.
Yeah, I've played some of this already. It's pretty fun for what it is.
Yeah, but I'd probably I'm more than what could have been
Yeah, I know.
instead.
I get you. They canceled the other one for this, right? So
I don't know if it's canceled. It's definitely had some issues. Um, they had a lot of upheaval, which at this point it might as well be fucking canceled if it's not. Um,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm more than what could have been because I played the old school Vampire the Masquerade and it was an RPG where you get to be a fucking vampire, man. Like, come on.
The second one looked good. Like I remember liking the one of the trailers that they had. Like that one like won me over quite a bit. I was like, yo, this looks incredible. Because I haven't played the original one that Josh was talking about.
Hmm.
So I
How
was
do you
on board
fuck
with
this
that
up?
trailer, and then they just I don't know what they're doing over there, man. How did they go from having something to just not knowing what
Not only
they're like,
that, one of the most hype things in years, right? Because people were really excited for it when it got announced. And then, like, they've completely bungled it or fucked it up, and I don't know how. How do you fuck that up? Who is meddling over there? Do better. Because you've literally could have printed money with that game, and instead you chose not to do that. You chose to do something else really stupid. All right, that's my rant. Get out of here. There's Blood Hunt. It's coming to PS5. Enjoy. Um, I might be a little pissed.
The way you said that shit, dude. Oh my god. I get you, but that was funny. All right.
That was the
Oh
PlayStation
fuck, man.
Showcase, guys.
Yep, that was the PlayStation Showcase. Hope you guys enjoyed it and liked what we just saw and everything. All I can say is that there's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, there's a lot in there that I mean the
Yeah,
KOTOR remake
it's
alone.
exciting.
Let's like
Yeah,
I didn't need
that one.
nothing
This
after
is it,
that. Like I was like, if they're leading with
right?
this, what else do they got? You know, like but fuck.
Sure
Uh,
enough, though, they had all that other stuff too.
Send me your reactions if you watch that shit live. By the way, I want to watch it. I want to see them. Yeah, I love it. I wish I had been recording. You'd have got to see me crying on stream. It'd have been great. Um,
Yeah, but that's why I like to watch that stuff like as live when
mhm.
it happens, man, because you get that genuine like
Totally unexpected. Like
you
just
know
out of nowhere.
you get those genuine reactions out of it, man. It's crazy.
All right.
Moving on, we have a trailer for Metroid
Mm.
Dread.
Metro. Wow, this is long. This is 5 minutes.
Oh, we don't want. I
Uh,
mean, we ain't watching the whole
we ain't
thing,
watching
but
all that, but here we go. It's got some exploration here.
it's an overview trailer, so that's why it's pretty long. But
Yeah. Um, people
Samus
usually
Aran, the most
play
powerful
these
bounty hunter in the galaxy.
play these. I've never played like the Metroids or the Castlevanias or any of those types of side scroller gamies, which is weird because
Yeah.
I'm like I feel like I'm in like the age group where I should have played those, but I don't I don't know why. Um, I don't really have fun with them. I like watching people play them though. Like I'll watch somebody play it, but I think it's because I just suck at it. I'm bad,
Hmm,
so it's like man, it's not fun for me because I suck at this and I'm bad.
I gotcha. Yeah, like
Oh that.
I don't really play these types of games either. Like I'm more of a Metroid Prime as opposed to just Metroid. But
Mm-hmm.
this I will say this looks cool. Like like you said, I definitely want to watch somebody play this. if I don't play it myself, you know.
Yeah, it looks like pretty
Yeah.
for its style. I wish I knew more so I could be like, ooh, ah, ooh, like I knew what was going on. I don't. I'm sorry, guys.
It's
I have
cool
no
seeing
fucking
all
clue.
the like abilities and stuff that she has.
Spider Magnet, huh? That's cool.
How you get to make your way through all these puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, I knew she gets to turn into a ball.
Yeah.
I don't know why she gets to turn into a ball. But or how that's even possible for her to turn into a ball and not be like crunched up,
Be like,
broken
ow, my
bones.
back, ow.
Like is Samus human? Like I have no clue. I mean, like when they show like her without the armor, she's human or looks human at
Yeah.
the very least. Um, can somebody give me the lore? Who knows Metroid lore? Come here and fill me in. Like I would like to know. How does she turn into a ball and not be in pain? Um, mm,
It's a good question, dude. Like you know, like how does that work?
that's so stupid. This is how you know I don't play Metroid because that's what I get hung up on. She turns into a
Yeah. I
ball. How
mean,
does she
it's
not
a
kill
good
her?
question. Like how does that work, right? Yeah.
um, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, what is the
Yeah.
lore of this world, this universe? I should say, not world, because we're in space, doing lots of stuff. I assume. Um, but yeah, that's cool for people that are Metroid fans and stuff.
Yeah, I know
Um,
people have been looking forward to this one in particular for years. Like Metroid Dread is something that's been in the works for like a very long time.
yeah,
But anyway, yeah, we won't there's a lot to look at
yeah.
there.
Go check out that trailer
Uh
on your own if you want more,
they
guys.
have some special editions near the end of the trailer that you can check out. They have the amiibo you can get for it and then on and all that jazz. So definitely go give that a look if you're into it. Yeah. Next up, we have some Saints Row news.
Yes, I threw this in here because we got some. We got a little bit of news on this. So some of us were kind of curious. By the way, this website, the website they have chosen, and I don't know if it's for you, Daniel, but it is for me. I have a hard time reading it, like the text and font they've kind of chosen to do here. But um, the biggest thing in here is that they got some info on some of the NPCs that are going to be with you, but um, so fine. So the biggest thing in here is that the boss, regardless of your look, you are the ultimate murder machine that shoots first and asks questions later. The boss is overconfident and doesn't do well following old orders. Ultimately, the boss is you, and you get to decide what you want to be and do things that you want to do. Become self-made and form the new Saints. Of course, the new customization options allow you to literally make the boss how you want them to look and speak too.
That's
Guys,
interesting because
we were
just
concerned.
quickly,
Yeah.
no,
Go
my,
ahead.
my thing was, you know how in the older Saints Row games,
Mm-hmm.
you had like two different voice types or whatever, and it's like, man, give me more voice options, bro. Like, so hopefully they have more this time around. Which, based on this article, it seems like they're gonna have the best customization they've ever had. So
Yeah, so here's what that says. It says Saints Row wouldn't be Saints Row without customization. So of course this game will have tons of customization. We built the biggest customization suite of any Saints Row game. We have the most in-depth character creator ever seen in a Saints game. You can create exactly who you want to play as, whether that's a stone cold killer or a fantastic looking freak show. There are 8 customizable voices you can give to the boss, 4 male, 4 female.
mm,
All sound great, and again, more choice than we've offered in other Saints games. So this is what I was really concerned about, because when they first showed the trailer, they had a voice actor come on and be like, "I'm the boss," and I was like, "Wait, we're only gonna have the one voice?" Like, this is what I needed to sell me on the game. I wouldn't have been as cold on it originally as if I'd known like all this stuff, right? Like, you kind of like, huh?
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
it's kind of what we were talking about when they first dropped that announced trailers. That they kind of that wasn't the best trailer, dude. Like they should have shown off more of the actual game as opposed to that CG thing that they had that was not great,
mm-hmm.
you know. So they should have like actually showing off more about the game itself as opposed to like, here's, this thing that, doesn't look that great. But anyway,
Yeah. It says
yeah,
also you'll be
that's
pleased to
cool.
hear layered clothing is back. In terms of vehicles, we will have a huge array of customization options to dig into, and any vehicle you customize will be safely stored in the garage. There's a lot to look forward to and much more to come, including some big surprises that we can't share just yet, as well as some new features that are going to make jaws drop. Says new setting, new tone. Saints Row is definitely a Saints Row game through and through, and a game that features that classic Saints humor we all know and love. Now, obviously, we've rebooted the series, so there are some changes you'll notice, as well as plenty of Easter eggs and cameos to hunt down. The setting is a vibrant fictional city in the heart of the American Southwest. You get to live the fantasy of building your own criminal empire in a brand new, huge open world. As it's a new city, you'll see some familiar and recognizable stores, plus a whole host of new ones. Has its own set of radio stations. Could still expect, the yada yada. They're saying you can still expect all that stuff from the old Saints Rows. And the last thing is fully untethered co-op, which is also why I put this in here, because Daniel and I just played the fucking fourth one, or the third one. I get them mixed up. Co-op on stream. Yeah, the third one.
Just played the third. Yep.
I'm delighted to reconfirm there will be seamless co-op on offer for the full game, and that it is all cross-gen. So whether you're playing on the newest or more seasoned gaming hardware, you can enjoy the freedom of playing the entire campaign with a friend through seamless, untethered drop-in, drop-out co-op. No getting stuck waiting around in lobbies. We'll always put gameplay first. Lastly, we have some awesome co-op surprises in store for you, but that's all I can hint at for right now. Well, that's not really a hint.
That is interesting. Yeah.
That's just being like, we have some surprises that are going to be co-op.
Oh, because hopefully the co-op in this will be better than it was in the one that we played. Because
it's gotta be.
Shit was jank, bro.
Yeah.
As much as I love Saints Row the Third, that shit was jank at times.
So this does make me feel better about some of the things.
Yeah, it does.
Since that trailer, the biggest thing is I want to be able to customize my boss. I want to be able to pick their voice. It's got to be me in the game, or I don't want to play it. Like, it's not Saints Row to me. So I'm glad that they clarified that stuff. They shouldn't have left it like as not as fucking confusing as it was with one video and one person being like, "I'm the boss," which is cool. I'm glad somebody got to do that.
That was a terrible trailer, man.
Yeah, like they needed to have more info out with that release. Instead, they didn't do that, and we're just now getting this info out. So, like, many days later. Many weeks later, I guess I should say. It's been a while since it's got announced, but yeah, I throw that in there because I was like, okay, that's a thing.
Yeah, it's good to have a bit more clarification on things,
Yeah. Yes, and moving on from that, we have the. Do you remember when Epic sued Apple? And we were
who could forget, dude?
Yeah, so we got some judgments here, and if you want to know the truth, who really won was nobody. They both lost, which is pretty interesting to think about. So I have some tweets here from Jason Schreier. He went on to it and talked about it a little bit, because I kind of have to have somebody explain shit to me, because I don't understand all this stuff. So he tweeted out, so Epic lost on just about every count and will have to pay millions of dollars, while Apple now has to let apps use external payment processors, potentially costing them billions. It's a big win for everyone who is rooting for both companies to lose. So basically, there was like a lot of things going on, and I can't get into it super deep because I'm just not well versed in legal speak or any of that stuff, but I know that Epic was trying to get Apple declared as like a monopoly and stuff like that, and that didn't happen. They lost on like everything except for like the thing that makes Apple be like, all right, you got to let them be able to use their own payment stuff outside the thing, which is good for devs and it's technically kind of good for the consumer.
Yeah.
But ultimately, both companies lost here, and I think we can both be very happy when we say, yay, $2 billion companies lost. It will affect them not at all, really. If you want to know the truth, they're so fucking rich that it doesn't goddamn matter. Like, what? You're gonna slow like one of their ways of making billions of dollars down like a little bit? And like, come on, this isn't like gonna break anything or make anything new. Really. I already heard that they were gonna get Fortnite back on the App Store like immediately after this. So, welcome to the weird legalese, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's true. They don't technically have to have it back on there, right? So they could choose to not have Fortnite back on the App Store, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're going to. At least that's what I heard.
Mm.
I don't know for sure if that's a thing. Um,
Well,
that's like all we have on the
they both
news. But there's
lost.
like, yeah, they both kind of lost. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like all we got on the news. Daniel, I don't know if you
For the
want to talk
gaming
about
side of
this.
things.
The GeForce Now leak stuff. Do you want to talk about that at all? Like, I don't have any.
I
We don't
mean,
have any confirmations on any of this stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. So I mean, feel
Here,
free
I'll
if
give you
if you
the.
want. 'Cause
I mean, I'll
I don't
get
know what's
you.
going on.
I'll get you the details. So, apparently, unlocking GeForce Now, um, unlocking it, gave somebody like a bunch of info on. I gotta be very careful what I say here because I don't want to be like treat all this as like leaks and not rumors necessarily. Like it's a leak, but a rumor. Like don't take it as gospel is what I'm telling you because I have no idea what is actually true and what's not. Because I don't understand exactly how this is, but GeForce Now is like the streaming thing, right? Isn't that like where Nvidia like you subscribe to it and you can play games on their deal on PCs or something like that? Well, apparently somebody unlocked that and like got access to like a bunch of info. So like things like God of War on PC, Returnal coming to PC, Demon Souls for PC, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas remasters, things like the Mafia Definitive Edition on there. Something called Fight for Middle Earth, whatever that is.
Fight for Middle Earth. What?
Yeah.
You got my attention on that one now. What the
You
hell
know,
is
like
that? I want to know what that is.
no fucking clue. Like, there's a lot of like.
Give me some more Lord of the Rings shit, bro. Come on.
I saw something out there that said Titanfall 3. I saw some stuff out there that
What?
said the next Payday. Stuff that's like the next Total War 9.
Hell?
Some untitled Respawn game. Sniper Elite 5. Like, a lot of shit that's just like. Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, shit that's like, I don't know what is true and what is not. But it's all like leaked out somehow. I wish I fully understood. Some other notable things. BioShock 2022. So a BioShock next year, maybe. A BioShock RTX remaster. A Batman Arkham Knight RTX remaster. You know, where they're adding RTX into stuff. Injustice 3 is on there. Things that aren't announced. Or is it real? I don't know. Like
this seems like a list of things that people want to happen because they have like you said, none of this shit has been confirmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like
announced or anything. So like maybe they are true, but like a lot of this just seems like wishful thinking, dude. Like
it seems that way, but it's like you can unlock this and it just has a giant list of shit there. Like, is it code names for things? You know, is it on there just in case somebody gets in there? Is this some elaborate prank? Like I'm treating it like it's a rumor because like I don't unless I get confirmation where somebody like truly understands what is happening here. I ain't treating none of this as fact. So for those of you listening to this that have heard me say all this, it sounds insane shit. Treat it like it's a rumor and not a fact. I told like there's like actual confirmation for stuff like in a few years if we see a BioShock remaster next year or a new BioShock next year, then maybe treat this as a fact, you know, like, you know, but like I don't know. And that's it. And this happened This happened exactly like 10 hours ago. This happened this morning. I was looking and I saw this and I was like, should I put this in the notes or not? Because I have no fucking clue if it's real or not. Even if it's not interesting nonetheless. Yeah.
Well, the thing that I took out of that was I want to know what the hell that fight for Middle Earth thing is, dude. What is that?
Yeah.
I want to know
I
what
don't
that is.
I don't know. No clue. Moving on from that, Total War Warhammer 3 got pushed into 2022. I think it was supposed to come out this year. But yeah, delays are fine. They happen. We saw Deathloop get pushed a lot, and it's getting crazy reviews right now. Yeah, if you want to know more about that stuff, go look it up on your own. Check your news sources. Don't treat nothing as fact until you know it is.
Pretty much.
But yeah, we can move on to television news, Daniel, if you want.
All right. The rest TV and movie news is gonna go by quick because there's not a lot. But
Yeah.
we have a trailer for a Lego Star Wars Disney Plus special. It's called Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales. That'll be dropping on October 1st. Who's ready for some spooky Lego Star Wars, man?
Lego Star Wars. These are
Castle
fun.
Vader.
Screaming this Halloween season. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just looking at I was just commenting on the trailers all.
No, I got you. Only on Disney Plus. Give us the monies. Don't they have
Ben and the Knights of Ren over here?
Do they have another there's another Lego thing on there now, right? Like a newer.
Yeah, there's a few actually.
Gotcha.
I forget the last one they did was the Christmas special. Now they're doing the Halloween one. These are always a fun little time to check out, you know. They're always silly and interesting in terms of like here's all these characters that normally wouldn't be together, but here we are. We have them all in the same.
Star Wars Terrifying Tales.
Yeah, what the hell is Grievous doing here? Maul, Luke as a TIE fighter pilot instead of an X-wing pilot.
It's almost like Star Wars What If.
Yeah, right. Which they need to do, man. Ah, man. If only I could do something with that. I'd have so many ideas for a Star Wars What If. But anyway.
Well, if they're remaking KOTOR, put rat goals in that some bitch. Come on. Do it for me.
Yeah, right? Oh, dude. Speaking of KOTOR, how is going to the under levels of Taurus gonna be now? That's gonna be terrifying, dude, with the rat goals and shit, with how much crazier they're gonna make them look and everything. And it's gonna be
Yep.
just how darker it's gonna look and the atmosphere and everything. Oh man. Not shit. Then Manon being underwater. Fuck that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Anyway,
I was thinking about the Shadowlands the other day.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah.
Oh, bro, Kashik's gonna look dope.
Oh man, the whole game's gonna look incredible.
Okay.
Now I was gonna say, speaking of Star Wars, we have some posters for Star Wars Visions, which is coming out on the 22nd of this month. Which is about a week away. Holy shit! I didn't realize we were that soon. Week in a couple days, but yeah. So we have an English poster and a Japanese poster. I linked them both there. So they're pretty much the same. The only difference is the wording and the logos and stuff.
Let me get the Japanese one up for you guys.
Um, it's a very like simple poster, all white with some text and you know you have the logo and then you have a little bit of all of the episodes they're going to be having here
I'm
at
excited.
the forefront. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We'll definitely be talking about this on the show once it's over as well, because all 9 episodes are going to be dropping all at once. So yeah, can't wait about that.
Cool. Star Wars, tell me a Star Wars.
And then we have something that dropped earlier today, which is the Marvel Studios' Hawkeye official trailer. We got a trailer for Hawkeye now, ladies and gents.
I haven't
I
watched this
actually-
yet. I saved it for
yeah.
you guys.
So Josh hasn't. I've seen it already. So if you want to go check out my initial thoughts and my initial reaction to it, go check it out on my YouTube. It's there. But yeah, here we go. Here's Josh's first time watching this. So let's
Here we go. We're gonna play this for Sam to you. Hope.
do
This is
it.
the first Christmas we've had together.
All right.
I love you guys.
See what we get
I'm
here. We
making
got
up for some lost time.
Rogers the musical, really.
Rogers the
Authorities
musical.
are wondering
Yeah.
if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
Ronin.
The past.
Oh, shit.
Me.
Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
So, how do you feel about the Hawkeye being set in the Christmas time?
I'm fine with it.
That's where we're going, man.
You're a Hawkeye.
Who the hell are you?
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Oh shit!
You one of those people?
Wonderful
Hey,
time.
Hang on a second. Things have gotten
He's like, take that out of here.
Ow!
Dude, that musical looks silly as shit.
This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. Holy sh! There are arrows more dangerous than that one?
It's just some Christmas.
So
This looks fun.
that's what I said. I was like, this is like a blast. This is like a fun time, dude.
This
I'm all
looks
about it.
fun. It's
think,
it's Hawkeye Die Hard. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is, dude. It really is Hawkeye Die Hard. That's like the perfect way to describe it. Yeah.
that looks fun. I wasn't expecting that either, though. I was expecting something like, I don't know. For some reason, I thought dark and gritty. It's not dark and gritty at all. Like it looks
Good.
like just
It's gonna have some humor in that, and I like it.
yeah. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be his daughter. It's not his daughter. It's fucking
Kate.
Kate. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. I'm an idiot, I guess.
No, because a lot of people thought it was gonna be his daughter too. Because another reason why is because you know how in the which movie is it? The one where he's like training. I think it's Endgame, right? Where he's training his daughter.
Yeah.
How to use that. So people are like, oh, it's gonna be his daughter, and you know this and that or whatever. But so I don't think you were the only one in thinking that. You know.
I noticed that he had an earpiece at one scene.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna do the bad hearing Hawkeye. I'm excited for it. Like we knew like almost nothing about this show. Like I don't even think we'd seen like set photos or anything really. But like the
There
whole
was
trailer.
some photos that like were posted on Instagram and whatnot, but they haven't like officially like released anything. I don't think until now.
Yeah. So, to me it looks fun. Um, uh, I like the tagline, like every present comes with a bow, which was pretty
With a
funny.
bow, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's clever. And we're gonna get a Christmas series, like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's fucking go. I'm in. Let's check it out. Hawkeye's
They
like my favorite. I
they
love
also
Hawkeye.
released a poster, which I linked to as well there.
Let's have a look. See at this.
The poster says has that tagline that we were just talking about on it.
Yeah, let's get that open for you guys. This holiday season, the best gifts come with a bow.
Come with a
Hawkeye.
bow. Disney Plus original series streaming November 24th. So yeah, again, perfect for Christmas time.
I wonder what Jeremy Renner thought. He read through the script for the series and was like, "Wait, we're fucking doing a Christmas movie as a show? Let's go." Yeah, I'm excited, man. November 24th, not that far away.
I love how Marvel is making all of these like so different, dude. Like you
Mhm.
have your like spy espionage thing with Captain Winter Soldier. You got your sci-fi fantasy type deal. You know your space thing with Loki. You have your like old sitcom dealio with WandaVision, and now we have this. It's like they're all so different and unique, and they've all been good in their own way, man. Like I fucking Marvel, dude, they're killing it, man.
Yeah, no, they are.
Just banger after banger, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for the TV news. It wasn't.
There's not a lot out there,
not a
guys. I
lot,
don't think.
not a lot.
I can do
So-
a quick peek just to see if there's anything, but I don't think there is.
Go
If
for it.
anything dropped,
Otherwise,
while
we
were-
can go ahead and move on with.
Oh, we're gonna get Haley Otwell to voice Lara Croft in a Netflix anime. Did you see this?
Oh, I think I heard about it. It happened like earlier today, right?
Yeah, it happened today. It's nothing like old. It's new.
That's
Uh,
probably why it's not in the thing, because if it's new, then I just
Yeah, this
I
is
have-
really new. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, Bob was gonna be happy. So yeah, we're gonna get
that is a great choice because
Peggy Carter as
we love
Lara
some
Croft.
Haley Atwell, and
Yeah,
I think that's a great option for her.
yeah. Another thing that dropped just a few hours ago is that Narcos Mexico will end with season 3, which premieres November 5th. I don't think I ever watched season 2 of Narcos Mexico. Mexico.
Oh, this show's great, man.
I watched the first season. I need to watch the second one. And then I think that's all stuff that like dropped today. Which is why it wasn't in
That's
here
why
before.
they weren't on there, yeah.
And I think that's it. Like we had 3 big drops today. And they were all
Cool.
today. So we can move on.
All right, let's go on to some movie news. Let's talk about some Injustice. And yes, I mean DC's Injustice. We have an animated movie based off the games.
It's pretty dope. Here we go. We got it playing. Damn. Harley with that fucking hammer.
Right? So they got Lois
Yeah.
and we got
So anybody
Batman and
that
Wonder
knows-
Woman trying to get it back.
Anybody that knows the Injustice stuff knows how this movie is gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's gonna be a dark one. Is what it's gonna be. Like real fucking dark.
Superman ain't fucking around.
No, this shit's gonna get fucked up like real bad. I'm kind of curious how dark they're gonna keep it, but from what he said, it's like from what Batman says to the Joker in the fucking trailer. He took his wife and his unborn child. Like this shit's gonna get fucking dark, I think, as fuck. So, And the darkest one I think that was pretty fucking dark was like the Flashpoint movie. So I'm excited for this. I loved the first Injustice game. I never played the second one.
Same. I haven't played the second one either.
But yeah, that shit's gonna be dark. Don't go in expecting good things out of it. I mean, go in expecting good things out of it, but don't expect like heroes aren't necessarily gonna be heroes in that. But yeah. Next up, we have a trailer for The Matrix Resurrections, and then I'm gonna dive into this a little bit.
Oh, here we go. I've been curious about this because I reacted to this. So if you follow me on YouTube, you know that I've been watching it. I've seen this already and all that stuff. So you kind of hear my thoughts on that. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what Josh has to say about this.
Yeah.
Out of the two of us, he's definitely the bigger Matrix fan. That's for sure.
Which is weird because I don't even consider myself a big Matrix fan. But
Crazy. We don't use that word in here.
yeah, we're gonna watch this trailer and we're gonna talk about it.
Because for me, in my eyes, this looks kind of. I'm intrigued, dude. Like, granted, I have not seen some of the other stuff. I like the song choice in this too, by the way. You got some Jefferson Airplane in there. But like, I haven't seen some of the other stuff, and if I have, it's been forever. So I'm basically going into this as if I've only seen the first movie. Basically, is how I'm treating it. So just based off of that, and just off what we see from the trailer here, and the what's going on, I'm actually I'm very intrigued. My this trailer did a good job in making me like want to know what the hell is going on, and I like some of the actors and actresses we have in this.
Yeah,
like, I really want to know what Priyanka's doing here, and then my favorite, which is Jessica Henwick. I want to know what she's doing. And then I'm like super curious on fucking Yaya's Abdul Mateen II's character. He's over here looking like Morpheus, bro. I'm like, what's going on? So yeah, there's a lot that I'm just like, whoa.
I have some thoughts.
I know you do. I'm fucking let loose, bro. I want to know what you're thinking, man.
Well, I gotta go with deep.
This looks cool, but yeah.
No, this does look cool. I'm just gonna get absorbed in the trailer.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. Look at Jessica Henwick, man. She's doing flips and shit, bro.
I do definitely think he's gonna be younger Morpheus. Yeah. I do believe that is gonna be the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good song choice.
It is. It's a great song choice. Fucking Agent Smith looking ass dudes over here.
And fucking Holden from fucking Mindhunters at the end.
Yeah. I like when he like force pushes the fucking missile to the helicopter. That's cool.
All right. So that's the trailer for The Matrix Resurrections.
Yeah.
So for me to deep dive into this a little bit, I'm going to have to spoil The Matrix, which the trailer alone, the title of it, should spoil the shit out of The Matrix for you. But I'm going to throw up a text warning for like just a little bit, just because I want to be like
if you're listening to this, prepare yourselves because things are about to get spoiled, all right?
Matrix trilogy spoilers.
There's been plenty of time if you care enough, I think.
Yes.
Like I haven't watched them, but that's just because I don't know. I just haven't gone to them. But yeah, I don't mind. You can talk.
And if Daniel didn't want me to spoil it, I totally would not do that.
No, you're good though. So, but we're telling you guys though, prepare yourself, get ready because.
So it's up. I got the text warning up.
Josh is gonna talk about some stuff here. So
get ready,
prepare yourselves. Here it comes.
So, we've watched the movies, we've played the games, we played The Matrix Online, and The Matrix Online, or at least I have played The Matrix Online. I think it's gonna have. This is me speculating 100%, but I think it is going to have an impact on this movie. And the biggest thing that we see is like, Yaha is definitely going to be playing younger Morpheus. And you're going to be like, Josh, why is he playing younger Morpheus? Well, I'm gonna break it down for you. So, The Matrix Online was the game that came out after the original movies came out, and it was considered canon. The Wachowskis at the time had to approve storylines that happened in the game. And I've talked about the game a few times in Discord voice, ironically enough, with Daniel and others previously.
Josh used to play it.
Exactly. I used to play it a lot. It was like one of my first MMOs.
They threw a birthday party for him in game and stuff
Yes.
and things like that.
I wish I still had some of my old screenshots. I only have a few. And they're like tiny because I didn't know how to take a screenshot back then. So at the end of the Matrix trilogy, we think spoilers that you're led to believe that Neo is gone, dead, and you're led to believe that Trinity is also dead. And then the story kind of picks up in the Matrix Online. Morpheus is trying to figure out in the storyline is why haven't the machines returned Neo's body? Because there's a truce. There's a truce at the end of the Matrix trilogy between Zion and the machines. So, and like Morpheus is like, why aren't they returning the body? What the fuck are they doing with Neo's body? And there's this series of missions and things where you're going on and you're trying to get Neo's like residual self-image, your RSI, your appearance in the Matrix. We're trying to get like pieces of it. And there's a lot of theories in the game on why things are happening. Morpheus eventually kind of becomes a little, not unhinged, but he kind of like starts going to extreme measures to figure out what's going on. In the Matrix Online, you can pick 3 factions to play as, by the way. You can either be Zion, you can defect and join the machines to start working for the machines, or you can defect and join the Merovingian, with like all the vampires and werewolves and the weirdness. So, during the course of the Matrix Online, Morpheus becomes obsessed with trying to figure out why the machines have not returned Neo's body, right? So he starts setting off code bombs and things that are like exposing the Matrix to blue pills, people that haven't taken red pill and can't wake up kind of stuff in the real world. Eventually, a character shows up called the Assassin. Now, the Assassin is thought to be linked to, if you remember, I think in the Matrix 3, when Neo is stuck in the subway, he meets a man, a woman, and a kid. And they're trying to make a deal with the Merovingian to get the kid somewhere safe. And she actually might end up showing up in this movie. There's a theory on that. However, the assassin is thought to be the man going to work for the Merovingian. Because in the Matrix Online, there's a hint that the Merovingian has hired the assassin, and the assassin kills Morpheus through the course of the game. Now, the game, at least it used to be considered canon, right? So if they're leaning into that with this film, that might be why we have a younger Morpheus, because there's been previous iterations of the one and they all look like Keanu Reeves. We learned this from the movies when he's talking to the architect at different points. And they always have different reactions and going to Zion and stuff like that, and picking up these leaders throughout the course of the movies. We need to rewatch these movies, by the way, so you understand what I'm talking about.
The only full one that I have in my mind right now is the first one. So yeah.
And when people are like, "How can you have a younger Morpheus?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, they're grown by the machines. You could have younger anybody, as long as they're not Zion born, person, flesh and blood human with no plugs. Why couldn't they have clones? Makes perfect sense. They make Neo whenever they need a Neo for some reason." Right? Like they've redone this several times. So if they consider the Matrix Online canon, the Wachowskis went in with that knowledge and wanted to use that. Well, they approved Morpheus dying in the game. The reason they did that is because every character has to have a purpose. And Morpheus's purpose was always to find the one. That's why he ends up becoming obsessed with finding the one, even though throughout the course of the Matrix Online, he starts going to more extremes to figure out why they haven't returned Neo's body. As for Trinity, there is a piece of paper that you find in the Matrix Online that's linked to this character, the Assassin, that has where he worked. The character used to work in human recycling. We see this in the first movie, where it's like when people die, they're recycled and fed to the babies. We see this in the first movie. He's like the program, the machine that worked that. before he got mixed in with the Merovingian and all that stuff. There's a piece of paper in there that says he was expressly forbidden from recycling Trinity's body. So like, even though the character is dead, like he's forbidden from like recycling her. Why? Why are they keeping her body around? Tell me why. I want to know why. Okay. So now we've come into the Matrix Resurrections, right? Okay. So we see Neo. He's obviously not dead. We see Trinity. She's obviously not dead. But we see Morpheus, and it's younger Morpheus, and I'm pretty sure he is playing younger Morpheus. It's not like confirmed or anything, but
Yeah.
If they're considering the Matrix Online canon, that's why we won't have Fishburne Morpheus in this. There are hints in the Matrix Online that when Morpheus is killed in the Matrix Online, that he's not actually dead. There's hints that he may have gotten out, but supposedly he's dead. He's gone. It's never really confirmed because the Matrix Online ends up going defunct and becoming bankrupt, and it's just discontinued.
It's no longer a thing. Yes.
It's no longer a thing. But when I saw younger Morpheus and we saw Neo, we saw Trinity, and like people are like, wait, why do we have this and not that? The real question everybody should be asking is why we have younger Morpheus? The real question you should be asking is how much time has passed in the real world in the Matrix Resurrections? Think about that, because the only thing we've seen, other than brief glimpses, is inside the Matrix, is inside of like modern day Matrix, right? Like we even see a glimpse in this trailer of like they're playing the movie The Matrix in the background at one point. You have to look really close, but it's there. And like it's thought that in this version of the Matrix that they've made a movie called The Matrix. That's as trippy as that is. So
that is true.
I personally, I just deep dived real hard on the Matrix for somebody that's not even really a big fan of the Matrix. I just like it. I think what it is I like a mystery. So I think ultimately, like they're gonna spend. I could be way wrong on this, and I'm just making a fucking guess. I think they're gonna spend the majority of the movie in the Matrix on this, and then at the very end, they're gonna like get woken up and be like, "How much time has passed?" Right? And like. So I think that's why you're going to see young Morpheus. I think it is Morpheus that he's playing. I think the reason is like time has just passed. Old Morpheus is dead. And I feel like that's what they're going to go with it. As for those other characters and other things, like I'm kind of curious. Like if we see a female agent show up, there was a female agent that got made in the Matrix Online named Agent Pace. Like if we see like a female agent, I will lose my shit. If those agents have some of the names of the agents in the Matrix Online, and I've like really shortened a lot of this.
Okay, I was gonna say, you remember any of the agent names from the game?
I can look them up really quick because I was looking them up the other day. Because look, I deep dived on this shit, guys. When that trailer dropped, I was like, hold up, hold the fucking phone.
Him.
Yeah, I was like, I need to look at this. There's a character that they think may have been mixed in with Agent Smith. And there was an agent in the Matrix Online that worked with the machines. I just need to figure out who what his name was. But they replace him. He starts bugging out. So they replace him with the female agent, Agent Pace. And it was also a theory at the time that she was mixed in somehow with Trinity because she was like a nicer agent. Like she wasn't as machine as the other machines are. This could all be completely wrong. And when we see this movie, like it'll be crazy. But there was like 20 fucking different stories that happened. Let me see if I can find the fucking thing. Like, and there were some stories that got scrapped, like because they did a server merge. You know how sometimes they'll merge servers together, and since they had stories where different things could happen on different servers, like one of the stories was we had to save like a person that worked for Zion named Neophyte or something like that. And she kind of had powers that it was hinted at that she had some powers that were kind of similar to Neo. At one point, like she jumps into an agent and destroys him at one point during the course of the game. But then servers merged and like all that stuff got broken. And it depended on whoever saved her. She would end up joining the machines or stuff like that, or stay with Zion. I think on my server she stayed with Zion, but it didn't matter because they had to throw that stuff away. After the server merges. Do you remember the kid? So there's a kid that Neo saves. Or it's hinted, or it's shown in like the later 2 movies that he saves this kid. It's like you freed yourself, kid. You waked yourself up. This happens during like the Animatrix or in one of the video games. So he kind of like wakes up this character called the Kid. He's the one with the big machine guns at the end of the game, at the end of the movies in the machine. So he's in the Matrix Online, and has his own faction called E Pluribus Neo, which is like from Many One or something like that in Latin. And I was like wondering, what if they show the kid in this movie, like at the very end, but he's an old man, like it show the time jump, something like that. Is like some weirdness. But yeah, let me see if I can find that other agent's name. I'm like sitting here looking for it and I can't find it. The machines, Matrix Online. I went in deep on this. I told you I was going to. It watched none of this actually be like real. Like this is just me like just totally making it up and not real. I'm gonna feel so stupid. But hey, it's theorizing and that's kind of like part of the fun. But yeah, that's why like when you go to like a lot of game sites right now and you look up the Matrix trailer, they're talking about, hey, Morpheus died in the Matrix Online, like they're spoiling the shit out of it. But yeah, there's like a lot of theories. Maybe it was like, let me look up Agent Pace. Yeah, here it is. Agent Skinner. That was who it was. It was an agent called Agent Skinner, and he starts like tripping out. Yeah. No, wait. He was killed by the assassin. There was another agent that wigged out. But yeah, we had a female agent named Agent Pace, and I'll show you a photo of what she looks like. This is old school Matrix Online shit right here. That's what Agent Pace looked like. We actually interacted her. I joined Zion because I'm a good guy. I'm not joining the fucking machines. But yeah, like we've saw her a few times. Like this game was really cool back in the day. But I don't want to deep dive on like the Matrix Online or any of that. They had crazy storylines, abandoned storylines. But I truly do believe, like, since the Wachowskis like considered it canon after the trilogy was over, and had to approve storylines. That's the biggest thing for me, is that they approved the storylines that happened in the Matrix Online, right? So if that's true, and they remember that, and they could still consider that part of canon, that might be why we have younger Morpheus. It might be why we have Trinity. It might be why we have Neo. It might be why, like in the trailer, we saw like Trinity was doing like some fucking Neo-esque powers at certain points where she's like screaming and like she's expanding out and like some weirdness that's happening. Maybe there's a mix of the one or something going on. You know, there was parts of Neo all over the Matrix Online, supposedly. There's a random newspaper that we thought was a character in the Matrix Online. This is back in the day shit I'm talking about here. Back in the day, there was a newspaper clipping in the game that referenced a woman that was brought in, that was like that had like a cover name or a fake name, or she had some sort of name, but she had powers similar to the one. But she ends up leaving the hospital and disappearing before we can get any info. Also, hi Hannah, and thank you for the raid.
Hello.
We're deep diving on the Matrix right now for some reason, but I think we're about done. Just when we watch this movie, and if I'm right, I'm gonna lose my shit because this movie's gonna be on the HBO Max and stuff. So like we're gonna be checking that out. Like I am genuinely curious if they're gonna. They may not follow anything I just said. I may be completely wrong. You know, Fishburne said he wasn't invited for the Matrix Resurrections, right? So, what if he's lying? What if he is in the? What if he is in it? What if we see like old ass Morpheus, and like it's just a younger self kind of in the film? Like, I don't know. I don't know, but like I know I just word vomited all over like this podcast, but that's like what we're here for. I'm done spoiling the Matrix. And everybody's mind is like fried right now from everything I just said because I mixed in 3 movies and the Matrix Online and what is and what isn't canon. So I don't know, but I tell you one thing: if Agent Pace shows up, if we see a female agent, I will lose my fucking mind. All right, if we're group watching this, get ready because I'm gonna be like, yo, I was right. I'm 100% right. You know, like,
I get you, man. I get you.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And if you guys watch this movie and have listened to everything I just said, I expect you to tweet at me, goddammit, if I'm right. If I'm wrong, don't tweet at me. I want to know that.
Oh, that's fucking. If I'm right, tweet at me. If I'm wrong, don't do that shit. I don't want to hear about it. God damn, that's too funny, man. Oh shit! God damn, you cracking me up today, man.
Look, bro, I almost never throw out theories or something like that because it's so fucking crazy. But that's what the Matrix is. It is fucking psychotically nuts if you think about it. Like, machines rejecting the computers. We're living in a virtual reality. What's real? What's not? Like, and it always has a question of what's next. There's always a layer of mystery and weirdness and strangeness and what could possibly be coming. What's going on? So you almost have to throw out a crazy theory to even have a shot at getting this movie right. You know, like.
Well, I mean, I will say that the way things are going, that seems to be the route that they're going, right?
There's definitely
Based off
something
that
there,
trailer
right?
and stuff. It seems like at least some of that might be true.
Yeah, like because like I'm not saying they're gonna yank everything from the Matrix Online. I don't think they will. I don't even know if they would acknowledge it. You know, they might just mention a younger Morpheus. They may not say what happened to like older Morpheus.
Well, they could just do like a recap of certain things that happened in the movie. You know, they know what they're doing, man. They'll have a way of explaining it somehow.
But yeah, that's my Matrix theory from not even a big Matrix fan. Like, I say that, but it's like I think that the setting is interesting. I like the questions that it asks and stuff like that. So, that's why, like, when I get a bone, all right, I'm like a dog with a bone, right? I'm not letting it go till I get my thoughts in, all right? I'm giving you my thoughts. And when I'm right, you tweet at me. And when I'm wrong, fuck off. I don't give a fuck. You know, like,
when I'm wrong, you don't tweet at me.
You don't say a damn word. No, I'm kidding. Like,
you don't say a damn thing.
There's like a 5% of anything I'm saying to be true. So don't take my shit as gospel.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, if it does turn out to be true, though, I will be happy because the Matrix Online has such a soft spot in my heart. Like, I had so much fun playing that game, and I'm like sad that it's gone. Sometimes because like I had such a good time. I had such good memories there. So, anyways, that was our like Josh went in 20 minutes on the Matrix segue, so we can move on.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But, you know, we had less news this week, so that's totally fine. The next two things we have here for the movie news is really quick. It's just like this thing has been delayed, and this movie has somebody in it.
I'm like, somebody's gonna Photoshop me in front of the conspiracy board. Yes. What do we got next? Sorry.
So the next thing we have is Owen Wilson is going to be starring in Disney's Haunted Mansion. He's joining Lakeith Stanfield and Tiffany Haddish in the movie, which is being remade again because I remember this being a
I was
thing
gonna
20
say,
years
was
ago
it,
with Eddie Murphy.
I was gonna say, is this a movie with Eddie Murphy? Like,
It is.
um,
I think it was like 20 years ago. Like I want to say it was 2001 that the movie came out.
it may have been because wasn't there like a?
I'm wrong. 2003. So only by a couple years. But anyway,
I
it was
mean,
around
it's
that. It was
close.
around. It was around that time. Anyway, yeah. So they're doing a remake of this, I guess, and it's gonna have, like I said, Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. They like doing movies based off their uh theme park rides. My favorite one is still Pirates of the Caribbean that they've done. That one's probably the best one based off any of the rides. Jungle Cruise was the most recent one. That one was all right. It was pretty cool. What'd you think of Jungle Cruise? I thought it was all
I
right.
enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah, that one was okay. What else have they done? Tomorrowland was kind of meh. It was not the best.
I don't even think I saw it.
That one had like George Clooney in it. It was whatever, dude. It was not great. They've done some here and there in the past. But yeah, Pirates is my favorite one. I'm curious what they do with an updated version of Haunted Mansion. I don't I don't even know if I've seen the Eddie Murphy one all the way from start to finish, to be honest. I know I've seen like bits and parts of it, but I don't think I've ever actually like start to finish just watched the entire thing. But Justin Simeon is making a is going to be directing it. And they're going to have some producers from the Aladdin remake as well on this movie. They're going to begin shooting in Atlanta in October.
Everybody likes filming here.
So yep, Hot Atlanta is where it's at.
Yeah.
Film the movies. So if
And
anybody's
tax
out there,
breaks.
maybe you can be an extra or something.
Yeah, I mean they do casting calls. I've seen them do it on on the local news. They'll be like, "Yeah, we need some extras to come down, and come in and do some stuff."
Yeah, I mean, why
We got
not,
a few
right?
parts here if you want to come in and try out at the very least. Stuff like that. They do that all the time, or at least they did pre-COVID. I don't know how they do it now, but
Yeah, right. Yeah, anyway, so that's that. And then the last thing that I have here is that the Furiosa movie, the Mad Max spin-off prequel to Fury Road, has been pushed back a year. So it was originally supposed to be coming out June 23rd, 2023, but instead will be coming out on Memorial Day of 2024. So we still have several years before we reach that point. But Yaha Abdul Mateen II, who we just saw in The Matrix Resurrections, is going to be in it. Chris Hemsworth is going to be in it. Anya Taylor-Joy will be taking over as Furiosa from Charlize Theron. So yeah, that I don't know why it got pushed back. It just they're just doing it. I guess they just need more time. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, there it is.
There's your news, ladies
There's your movie
and
news for the
gentlemen. All right, we'll take a break. I'll put some music on for the Twitch streamers or Twitch viewers that are here, and then we'll come right back. I'm going to talk about some Kickstarters that we have found over the past little bit of week that we've explored, and shout those folks out over there. Don't go anywhere. You might get to see some cool stuff. I mean, get up and go to the bathroom and stuff if you need to. But
we'll be back.
We'll be right back after this. Let me set up the break screen. Get rid of the starting soon screen, and be right back, guys. Hello, everyone. We are back from our break, I believe. Had to get up and
Sure is.
stretch the old legs out, and
Yep,
grab
yep.
snacks and drinks. And my I walked through the living room, and my mom was like, "I got a cup for you. It has ingredients for mixed drinks on it." So we
Bro.
got the margarita, we got the daiquiri, we got the Tom Collins. Can
There
figure
you
out how
go.
to make a Tom Collins here. It's got it all measured out. Interesting little cup. But yeah, we're gonna get into the second half of the show here, guys, and it'll probably be we'll probably motor through it pretty quick because we've been at this a little while.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk
Got
about
my
some
water,
Kickstarters.
my lollipop. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Now we got a couple. I think Josh has more than I do, but that's fine.
We're gonna be. We may not even get to all of these, to be honest with you. But I think what we're gonna do is, Daniel, I'll do one, and then you'll do one of yours, and we'll probably talk about what it is, what kind of drew us to it. Talk about how long they got and stuff like that.
All right.
But before we do that, I'm gonna talk about a little bit. Like, I've used Kickstarter. I've backed several projects. Let me tell you how many, guys. I'll look. It actually keeps track of how many projects I've backed. Daniel, have you ever backed a Kickstarter before?
I have not.
You've not. Gotcha.
I have not.
Okay.
I want to at some point because there's a lot of cool shit on here.
There's so much cool stuff. Yes.
But my problem is that every time I want to do something, all the cool shit is like always the expensive tiers, bro. And I'm like, I don't have money for that, man. Because I
Right.
want to do the big boy tiers, but I'm like, because it has all the cool stuff, but I'm like, I can't, bro. It's too much money.
All right. I have backed 18 different projects. Now, just because I've backed 18 different projects does not mean I've bought like the biggest ones or anything like that. It just means I've shown a little support, even if it was like $1. Because there's some things I've thrown just $1 to, so I could get to the backer kit, and so that I could up my pledge like later on. So like sometimes with Kickstarters, I'm not gonna say this for every Kickstarter, is like you can throw in $1 and get access to the backer kit, and then when you have the money later, you can come back and you can change the amount that you pledged, so you can get like one of the bigger things. So even if you can't like get one of the biggest things at the time, you might be able to come back in later and be like, okay, I want this version now, and pay a little extra. The opposite is also true. So the last Kickstarter I backed was the Avatar Legends, the role-playing game.
That
Which
one was
I know-
so cool, dude.
I know you wanted to back
yeah.
it.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
I know
back
you
that
want to.
one. That
Yeah.
one's sick, man.
Some of the stuff I've gotten, I've kickstarted. So I treat Kickstarter like almost like I'm throwing my money away in a way, because there's no guarantee you're gonna get anything. Like, there's no guarantee, like, for most things that you're gonna get a thing. Like, but most of the things I've backed, I've gotten. Like, everything I've ever backed, I've gotten. Like, I've got the Quest NPC cards that we used on the last tabletop RPG cantina we did. That was a Kickstarter. So yeah, I love kickstarting things. I love backing some stuff. Like, some of the coolest things I've gotten are like RPG inspired jewelry. Like, I'm supposed to get that in like November. That'll be a thing, and I'll show those off when it comes. Or like the new Pixels, those electronic dice things. That'll be a thing that comes. So what started this idea was like, we just want to shout out some things that may not be getting shouted out, and show them off here on the cantina, because I've tried to keep mine. It's gonna sound bad. Most of mine are not D&D, but are tabletop related stuff. But I did try to throw in some stuff that's not like tabletop stuff. So the first one I have up is, I'm gonna open it so you guys can see, is a Kickstarter called Questonomicon. So the thing that kind of drew me to this is it is a tabletop RPG thing. So here's what it is. The Questonomicon is a compendium of adventures chronicled by Sir Nominus, an animated skeleton with a knack for sudden and painful demise. Explore 10 different stories and 30 different adventures as you sample Sir Nominus's favorite epics and tables. The stories held in this tome are customizable, so whether you're a group with years of experience or a new GM looking to introduce some friends to 5th edition, there's something for everyone in the Questonomicon. In this book, you'll find 5 different themes to choose from, featuring 2 different first level one-shot stories that can be extended to levels 2 and 3 with further games. Whether it's fighting an evil dragon to save a city, planning a cunning train heist in the Wild West, or taking to the high seas to track down lost treasure, the adventures you find within these pages are many and varied. So I'm going to play the little Kickstarter trailer. Now, this is already funded. It's already hit its goal. But if anybody wants to throw in a little money at them, go check them out.
Gather
Let's play this
round if
trailer
you so dare. Stories and tales,
for you.
I have many to spare. Quests of heroes, villains, and more. Adventure is waiting out your door. We've fought dragons and found treasure, saving cities at our leisure. Beware of the dragon's breath if you fear a fiery death. Helping town and helping folk, those goblins thought we were just a joke. Just our luck how it happened to go. Turns out my draw is still a little slow. The unending dark is a frightening sight. What lurks beyond and what may bite. I'm starting to feel just a little blue. Is it just me, or is this deja vu? We've hunted for a long lost trove from the fabled obsidian cove. As I walked and followed the map, I tripped and stepped on a painful trap. In the arena, we fought hard our passion and power with a perfect guard. Upon our destination, we were nearly there. My enemy that day was the unfaithful heir. The rest are stories for you to decide. If you need help, I'll be your guide. Want adventures with your friends to go on? Well, here they are in the Questonomicon.
So yeah, that's the Questonomicon. You can back this and get the PDF for $25. So if you want to get in on the Questonomicon, if you want the PDF version, $25. If you want a hardcover version and dice set and the PDF, it's $55. And they got some more expensive versions with more things on here. The biggest thing that kind of yanked me into looking at this Kickstarter is one, the book cover right here that they have looks great. I love it. It immediately pulled me in, made me think of Divinity Original Sin 2 a little bit. And the fact that it has like level 1 quests for new people to take and jump in the game and of 5th edition and try out some D&D stuff. I know it can be a little challenging in those early days of learning how to play the game. And look at the dice. The dice are green. Check that out. That looks cool.
Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah. And they have other like stretch goals and things on here and some add-ons and stuff. So go check this one out, guys. I'll drop it in the Twitch chat for you guys if you want to check it out. There is the Questonomicon. And that is my first Kickstarter I wanted to shout out and check out for a minute there. All right, Daniel, which one do you have next?
All right. So, first one that I have on here is called The Red Wave. And this one is a comic book.
Holy shit.
The way that they describe it here is a bodacious, emotionally driven Ronin adventure tale. Kurosawa meets Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Ooh.
And
that sounds cool.
It's called The Red Wave. Yeah, it does, right? So they show some of the comic off here a little bit. And looks pretty rad. I know it's definitely like up my alley, and then when I saw that description, I was like, well, dude, come on, that sounds amazing. They too have a little video here if you want to play that.
Yeah, let's play it.
Up at the top, there's 12 days to go on this one, and they still need help with making this thing happen. So it hasn't been funded yet. So if you're looking for something to help out, this Hey, this is one of them right here.
What is their goal, Daniel, and what are they at?
Their goal is $4,235, and they're currently at $3K.
Close.
12 days to go. Still need some help on it. But yeah,
Go back them up, guys. If this is something that interests you, go throw a little money at them, help them make their dream come true, and have a part in this, man. I'm gonna add this to my saved and check it out.
but yeah, I'm about it, dude. Like even the art style looks cool, and it's so again, this is the comic book for those wondering. This is for issue number 1, which is a 32, which will be 32 pages. It's part of a 4-part series intended for mature readers who have an interest in fantasy, mythology, and feudal Japan. They've been developing this project for a number of years, combining elements of Japanese history, fantasy, popular storytelling to create a tale that is rich with subtle historical detail, but at the same time weaves magic into an authentic setting. Readers will embark upon an engaging, gritty adventure of long-lost blades and bonds between brothers with a familiar pulpy tone.
Cool.
So yeah, that is that's the Red Wave. For those of you guys interested, there's they go check out their page, because you'll find all of that, all the information on there, all the updates, and the story information and all that. Go check it out. Good looking comic with very intriguing premise and concept and all that stuff. So definitely go back
Hell
them
yeah.
up if you can, if you're interested.
12 days to go. They are almost there, man.
Well,
They
some
only
good
need a little
stuff.
bit more. All right. I did want to say it was actually quite hard to find some of these
Mhm.
projects.
It is. I don't know. It's kind of weird how the search function works on Kickstarter, because I'm like trying to find stuff, but yeah, they kind of make it a little difficult. As I'm like looking through things, I'm finding things that have already been funded and are no longer like
available.
you can't. Yeah, like here's cool stuff from the past that have happened on Kickstarter, but these aren't but they aren't like actively in, like you can't actively back them because they've happened already. Like it's cool that they have other success stories and whatnot, but it's like, let me just find stuff that's live right now, or that kind of stuff.
Navigating the Kickstarter website is hard. It's also really hard if you backed stuff in the past, because what you'll get in your feed is stuff similar to the things you backed. So you don't get like a wide range of different products. I get a lot of the same stuff. There was also some things that I wanted to put in here, but they wouldn't make it to Monday. They would already be ended, which was also a bummer on some stuff.
Yeah.
So here's the next thing I have. I have Kolinsky Sable Paint Brushes by Cryptic Cabin. So these are for painting your miniatures. If you're a D&D or a tabletop nerd in general and want to get into miniature painting, these guys have some really cool brushes I wanted to put on here. This has already been funded, but if you want to throw in a little money on them and get a set, you can. I think you can get the entire set for like $35. That's every brush. Oh no, that's the starter set. If you want the full set, it's $60, but you get like a case and all the brushes. So why choose this brush set? So these are designed specifically for miniatures. It says we have taken all the parts we love from our favorite brushes and combined them into one great set. Thinner to get into the gaps, soft for smooth blends. They are affordable. If you ruin a brush, it won't bankrupt you to replace it. And you will be helping out a small local game store to try and make their shop that little further. So here's some of the brushes, and here's the set. Case, I should say, for your brushes. Some of you know that I want to try to get into mini painting on the stream at some point. And I may just go ahead and throw a backer out and back this and get some really cool brushes to start us off. You know, they got some.
Yeah, they look pretty dope.
They have a video at the top. We can watch that really quick.
Welcome to our Kickstarter. Here at Cryptic Cabin, we've been designing Kolinsky sable brushes that are affordable and built for miniature painting. We designed these brushes to be affordable and to fit into anyone's hobby budget. Even the highest price of the brush is less than minimum wage. We've designed these brushes so that if you do accidentally break them, or they grow tired,
those look pretty
or
cool.
you dip it too far into your non-oil pot,
Yeah.
you're not going to be breaking the bank to replace it.
Very
The
nice.
brushes
very
will come in a
nice,
set
very
of
nice
3,
indeed.
5 and 8.
They got the
To
beginner
begin
set,
with,
the
the
starter
set of
set,
8 will
and the
come with a
full
case,
set.
which folds away for ease of travel. As we reach the stretch goals, the other sets will gain the case as well. In our stretch goals, there'll be other sized brushes, such
to
as
see
the
some of
3
the
Yeah,
other
this is
stuff
cool.
that
We
they've
based them off of our
painted
favourite
with them.
professional brushes, so we've made them thinner to get into the smaller gaps, softer for your wet blends and flat surfaces
Yeah.
to avoid
We are
streaks
playing these
and brush
videos with
strokes.
sound for you
We
guys,
also
by the
have
way,
larger pointed brushes, as we feel they're more versatile for
because we
miniature
want to get that info
We've
out
had
to
them
you on
tested
these
by
stuff.
some of our favourite local painters who are also Golden Demon winners and Iron Skull winners. By backing this Kickstarter, you'll not only be getting yourself affordable Kolinsky Sable professional brushes in a lovely case, but you'll be helping out a family-run hobby store. So we have a few of these on an early bird price of £35 for the 8 brush set. Once they're gone, it will go up to 40, and then it'll go up to 40.
Man, I wish I could paint shit like
even
that.
at 45, you're going
Yeah, man, it'd be cool. I want to get into it. I really do.
It takes so much like precision and patience, and
So be quick
man, it's
and get yours now.
it's man, it's so worth it at the end of it though.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, you can go ahead and get this right now. I believe they're out of the early bird. It's all gone. But they still have the full set and all the others if you want. And it's estimated for December, but you know, Kickstarters are Kickstarters. So go check out this one. I'll drop it in the chat again for you guys. If you want to check it out. Those are the sable brushes. All right. Daniel, what do you have next?
All right. Next thing that I have is one called Mojo 868.
Ooh.
And you may be wondering, what the hell is a Mojo 68? Well, it's a mechanical keyboard. So, Mojo 68 is a see-through, custom, and programmable mechanical keyboard with gasket mount, RGB backlit, and hot swappable and programmable keys. Mojo 68 is a mechanical keyboard enhancing your type experience. So they have like, you know, different color schemes for them here.
That's cool. Man, that purple set looks nice.
Right? I figured you'd like that purple one.
I'm about it.
So it's customizable, like I said. All the different styles. It tells you like, you know, it works for Mac and Windows and Linux. You can connect it up to 4 devices.
It's funny too because we all just went through. We went through like a keyboard phase recently. You know, like we were talking about all the keys and stuff. It's really cool that you found this.
Yeah.
I didn't see this at all when I was looking for Kickstarters. This is cool.
Oh, this looks pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, you got all those different switches you can use, and then like if you scroll down, they have like sound tests to see, so you can see how they sound and everything.
Oh, really?
When people are typing on them.
Oh, look at that! Here we go. Let's check this out. Wow, it's cool that they did a sound test for different stuff on here. That's cool.
Right? I think that's pretty dope. Backlit RGB. Bluetooth. So if you scroll down, they kind of have more like of the, you know, the
Wow,
tiers and the pricing and all that stuff.
They have a ton of info on here, which is good.
They really do. Like there's so much here to say. So if you are looking for a cool looking keyboard, I think this would be a pretty solid option if you're looking to get one. The good news is this one has already been funded. It's been overfunded. Like it's overbacked. So there's still 62 hours left to go. So if you want to get in on this, you have that much left.
Yeah, they really
Yeah, they overachieved on this one.
Yeah, a lot of people are into the keyboard. A lot of people I've noticed are into the keyboard customization thing lately.
Mhm.
Like even my nephew is like gotten into it, and he's like got his own little custom stuff that he did. That's cool, man. This is a cool Kickstarter.
Yeah, we didn't even play the video at the top neither. Like,
Oh yeah, we can do that. Let's do that.
Meet Mojo 68, an amazing see-through, customizable, and programmable mechanical keyboard. 6 unique and fashionable styles with a see-through
Give me that neon.
there you go.
I'll take it.
6 custom
That video,
keycaps
the neon,
and 3
yeah.
profiles. A gasket mount style has been applied to a customizable keyboard for the very first time. The keyboard plate is surrounded by silicon and poron, which creates a more comfortable, classic feel and dampened sound. Boom, boom, boom. Use our exclusive APB KB tools to create custom macros.
It
And
even
your own
looks
shortcut
cool, you know,
settings.
like
with the APP, the colors and rhythm of the RGB
the way that
backlight
like
can be
when
set
they
with
show you
unlimited
like piece by
combinations to choose
piece
from.
every
You can also
layer of it.
program with QMK to explore more fun. Mojo 68 is here to bring you a brand new
Nice.
typing experience. What's even better? Mojo 68 is hot
Look at that,
swappable.
hot
This
swappable.
design allows you to easily
Boom,
swap,
boom, easy
upgrade, or
peasy.
make
Swap the
switches
keys
without
in and out.
soldering. Don't like the press feel or sound? Swap it. Mojo 68 supports 3 different connections: 2.4G USB
Wired
wireless,
connection,
Bluetooth
wireless,
5.1,
Bluetooth.
or wired connection.
Sick,
And
man.
it's compatible with Mac OS, iOS, Windows, Android, and Linux. In Bluetooth mode, you can connect up to 4 devices at the same time and switch amongst them to help multitasking and boost your productivity.
There you go.
This is Mojo 68, the customizable and programmable keyboard.
That's
with a
Mojo 68
transparent
for
design.
you guys.
Create the keyboard
That's
is
cool,
perfect
man.
for you and upgrade your typing experience.
So if
Get
you guys
your
want to
Mojo
check it out,
68
I will
on
post the
Kickstarter
link in the
now.
chat as well. There you go.
All right, that's a cool plan. Mojo 68. Go get your keyboard needs.
Get you a cool customizable keyboard if you need one.
All right. My next one is another tabletop thing. It is canceled, so we're gonna move on from that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I clicked on the link. Apparently that one got canceled. Sometimes that happens with Kickstarters. A thing will get canceled and it'll come back and they'll do it again later. I'm not sure what particularly happened with this one. But yeah.
Well, rip.
Yeah, it says to circumstances beyond control. Oh well, we'll move on to my next one then. That's fine.
All right.
That happens sometimes.
Shoulders.
Next one I have, please don't be canceled too, is this one is very short. It doesn't have a lot of time left. It's 16 hours. But it is the gaming library is doing a Resident Evil essay book. It's an essay dedicated to the Resident Evil saga from Resident Evil 1 to Resident Evil 6. So what's inside the book? Underneath their fancy covers, our books are filled with pages upon pages of impassioned writing. In addition to looking into the game's development, they offer an in-depth analysis covering every aspect of the titles in question, their lore, themes, game design, music, and much more. This is in keeping with third edition's editorial line, embodied by the 3 core concepts that comprise the framework of all our books: creation, universe, and decryption. Every passionate gamer knows about the Resident Evil saga. Born in 1996, the series includes at least 10 major episodes. The first episode, mainly inspired by the work of George A. Romero, Dawn of the Dead, was so terrifying that it resulted in the birth of a new genre, the survival horror games. Go back to the heart of the great saga, dive into the mysteries of Raccoon City to meet the heroes who fought the evil corporation Umbrella. The figure of the undead never ceases to fascinate. The first volume deals with the saga from its beginning in 1996 with Resident Evil 1 till Resident Evil 6, including Revelation 1 and some spin-offs. So let's watch the video here. This has already hit its goal, by the way. It's actually not a tabletop thing. It is a book thing, though.
It's pretty cool.
So it's basically a book that goes into everything you need to know about the Resident Evil franchise and development and stuff like that. So if you back it, you'll get it cheaper than bookstores. You'll receive your books before they get to retail, and you are helping this company out. That is not what I did not want to hear that lady scream, but that's what happened. But yeah, you can get the ebook. For like they got different pledges on here for different things, so check those out. Oh my god, I'm not pledging no $5,000. But yeah, you can get like the basic book for like $30 if you want the physical, and the ebook is like $15. But yeah, the main thing that drew me in there is like Resident Evil and a book, and it's about the development of the games and stories and stuff about it. That's kind of cool. So yeah, go check this out. It's got 16 hours left if you guys are interested with it. I'll drop it in the chat for you. But yeah, this one will be ending soon.
Nice.
What do you have next, Daniel?
Next one I have is called Kenji's Quest.
All right.
It is a classic 90s era RPG meets tabletop, featuring miniatures, turn-based battles, mini games, and more. Kenji's Quest utilizes a companion app to enhance the experience. This one has 17 days to go, and it's at 19,000 out of 38,000. So if you want to help this one out, you still can as well. So as it said, this is a tabletop game. If you scroll down, it tells you what's all in the in each of the pledge things. There's a lot of cards and like minis and like
potion bottles.
Yeah, potion bottles. There's like the little treasure chests and pencils and fasteners and stuff.
And they got tokens, some stand-up tokens. Yeah. That's cool. Item
Those
cards.
Those little potion bottles are cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 sets
Character
of dice,
sheets, skill
game
cards,
mat, bunch of minis.
Oh, you can just get the minis if you want. So you can get some minis if you guys just want some really cool minis. Oh my god, it's got Cthulhu. Get the Hydra, a tree ant, Mushroom King.
So yeah, a lot of creatures in this for sure.
Giant toad. That's cool. Let's check out the video. Let's watch the video before we forget.
Let's.
My dear friend, for the past few months, I have lived in a small cabin deep in the
Myths and Miniatures presents.
I hope you have a sense of adventure, for I could really use your help. While trekking at the nearby pond just last night, I heard the sound of beating wings, a flickering tongue, and a hissing sound coming from above. I fled as quickly as I could. A dark mist has also covered the area surrounding the mysterious shack.
Not the cockatrice.
Reported fiendish, squeaking and chattering sounds that echo from the abandoned mine at night. All of this can mean only one thing.
This is a bit of a long video. It's like almost 4 minutes long.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Please come to my cabin immediately.
Fine.
We must investigate this further.
Check this out.
Sincerely.
See if it's of interest to you.
Kenji's Quest is a tabletop game that takes the best elements from the 90s era adventure and console games and translates them to the tabletop,
Kenji's Quest,
featuring
book one.
turn-based battles, miniatures, minigames, and more. Kenji's Quest utilizes a groundbreaking companion app to enhance the experience. Using the companion app, the game host leads the players through the game by displaying art, playing the official soundtrack, showing the stats during battle, and much more. Designed as a
showing you how it works
Kenji's
and everything with
Quest
the app.
Book 1 allows for you and your friends to experience the first book's 6 chapters. But here's a crucial twist. Your performance and decisions influence
it's designed as a trilogy.
The eventual outcome of the story. Kenji's Quest's gameplay is best described by its 3 game modes. Map mode. Nearly every chapter of Kenji's Quest starts with the game host giving you a map, describing a few details, and asking where you would like to go next.
Map mode.
Dungeon mode features you and your friends exploring an area as modular dungeon tiles are placed onto the game mat by the game host. This design adds to the suspense as you open treasure chests, try to avoid the pitfalls and traps the game host has in store for you, and more. Battle mode. Battle mode starts when you encounter someone or something you need to fight. This mode features rolling dice to determine how much damage you do, activating skills you
giant creature battle mode. Roll the dice.
Casting spells using magic stones you've equipped, healing yourself with potion bottles you can actually drink from, and more. Our core box contains all of the primary components you need to get started on your quest.
This is pretty cool.
If you back us during
What the hell is in those potion bottles that you can drink out of them?
Containing all of the rats you
That's what I wonder,
during
right?
Chapter 1 is yours.
It's probably like
I'm sure it says on them.
Hawaiian punch mix. You probably throw some water in there with it or something.
Give me some of that HP, bro.
You know what I mean?
5
yeah, right.
6-inch tall dragons. While our boss bundle features 12 of the most iconic monsters in fantasy tabletop gaming.
5 6-inch
all of
dragons.
which you can have custom painted and the opportunity to experience as you play Kenji's Quest.
Those dragons look cool, man.
If you choose wisely when deciding what path to take.
They're all painted too and shit.
Hey there. Thank you so much for watching our Kickstarter video for Kenji's Quest. We know that with your backing and help that we can make this project become a reality.
And we can bring to you a board game true to the classic adventure games that we grew up playing. One where you and your friends can participate in the adventure together.
That's cool. So they're about halfway there. They got 17 days to go. Go check these guys out, man. Make this board game become a real thing. I'd play it.
Yep. Make it happen, man. They're at 50% of a goal. It'd be cool to see this one happen because it looks great, man.
Yeah, it could be one of those things you play at WaveCon.
Yeah.
Show up.
Sick.
Come in with a box kit. Play this stuff. All right. That is Kenji's Quest.
I'll post a link to that one in the chat as well. Those of you who want to check that out. And if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to it on Spotify or any of the other audio formats, definitely go check these out if you can on the website, on the Kickstarter website. This one, the one that I just did, was called Kenji's Quest.
All right.
Anyway, Josh, what do you got?
The next one I have up is already funded, but it could always use a little bit more love. It is The Art of Ian Richardson, a stunning compilation of artwork from critically acclaimed comic artist Ian Richardson. It says, "Welcome to The Art of Ian Richardson. Everything contained within this book has never been seen in print in any publication ever before. It's a compilation of commissions, large and small, as well as personal warm-up pieces and color pieces with the assistance of colorists. We've collected 132 pages of artwork in this first volume, as well as some fun captions and comments Ian wrote for many of the pieces as a personal touch. The book will be A4 size and perfect bound." So this is like a book of art from Ian Richardson, who has been a professional comic book artist since 2001, with his first published work appearing in 2000 AD on a Sinister Dexter story with Dan Abnett. Since then, he's worked on an impressive plethora of titles. Images, Noble Causes, Platinums, Cowboys and Aliens, the Marvel UK line of Captain America, The Falcon, Doctor Doom, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Luke Cage, and MODOK. Dark Horse's Halo Escalation series. Zenoscope's Grimm's Fairy Tales. Unlikely Hero Studios' The Unthinkables, and of course, he continues to work on Judge Dredd and similar titles for 2000 AD to this day. So the goal was to raise money to make this book happen of awesome little artwork, a comic book artwork mostly, and some commissions and stuff that he's done in the past. We're all big on the comic books and the video games and stuff like that, and this is all right up our alley. There's a shot from a sketch of Invincible and Batman and such. So
Yeah.
you guys can go throw $15 at this if you want the PDF. There's some other options on there as well. We can play the video at the top for you as well. Let's check that out. It's a short one. Let's have a look-see here.
Unlikely Heroes.
That got rocked real quick.
I had to lower the volume on that one, man. So that shit just started blaring.
Yeah, no, I've been turning them down right when they start because they get fucking loud. Looks like we're just flashing through a bunch of artwork here. It's funny how different people use the Kickstarter videos at the top because some of them go like super in depth.
Yeah.
And some like this are just like here's
look at
flashes of
shit.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Music
usually explaining
and
all that
art,
much.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, cool.
The Art of Ian Richardson. All right. Sick.
All right. This has got 10 days left, guys. If you want to throw in some money at this artwork, this book of artwork, cool artwork, please do so. I'll drop it in the chat for you. Boom. Yeah. What do you have next, Daniel?
Next thing that I have is it's called 5e PF2 Battle Zoo Bestiary Monster Hunting Pirates Dragons. It doesn't really have a name, but you know, it's all of that.
It's all that stuff.
It's all that. You can craft any gear from slain monsters, 100 plus new monsters, play a dragon, level 1 to 10 pirate adventure, monster hunting, blue mage, and more. This one's already funded, and it apparently only took 55 minutes to do so. There's 18 days left, so you can still contribute if you would like, but they are fully backed here. So if you scroll down, they got some a Battle Zoo Bestiary.
You know the thing that grabs me on these types of Kickstarters are the book covers. Like that's the first thing you see. That's what sells you the book. I love them. I love like all of them. But yes, please continue. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. I was like, I saw the book cover. I was like, oh,
it's true. Yeah, that's the first thing you look at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have the Battle Zoo Bestiary, which is a long-awaited effort, which hundreds of monster fans and aspiring designers submitted their most creative creature ideas to be judged by both professional RPG designers and the community. Following the competition's extended hiatus, there was Paizo, licensed under the maker of the long-running Roll for Combat actual play podcast, to run the contest, with the final result being the bestiary right there. So that's one of them. Then you have they show off all the monsters and all that stuff. But wait, there's more. Monster parts: slay, gather, refine, imbue. So you can like craft weapons and stuff using monster parts and all that good stuff. Which sounds pretty dope. And then they have the dragons everywhere. Battle Zoo Ancestries, dragons. They got metallic dragons, chromatic dragons, primal dragons, imperial dragons.
There's a lot in this
esoteric
Kickstarter.
dragons, outer dragons, planar dragons. Yeah, there's a lot. That's I. That's why I was like, when you're like, what's the name of this or whatever? It's like, well, it's a bunch of shit just
it's
combined
several
into one.
things.
Yeah, it doesn't really have a name.
But what it is it's content, and that is what tabletop people, players, DMs. That's what we love, because what we don't have to create, we can just use, right? Like, so
exactly.
Here's all the different different bundles and stuff here.
One of the main reasons why I included this in here was because this has a pirate adventure, and I love pirate shit. So I was like, well, it'd be cool to have like a pirate D&D RPG dealio going on. This one is called Jewel of the Indigo Isles.
Yeah. Fucking.
And
got a big giant parrot over here. Look at it.
Yeah, the way it's described is like Guardians of the Galaxy with dragons. So.
Oh shit!
If that's of any interest to you, then there you go.
This is great.
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
art looks cool. Yeah, so they got the Jewel of the Indigo Isles adventure pass. So they got book 1, which is from levels 1 to 3. Search for the missing map. Book 2, levels 4 to 6. Voyage to the Runaway Reef, and then levels 7 to 10. Battle at Barnacle Bay. And there's so much information on here. You guys have to like come to the the Kickstarter page and check it out for yourself, because there's so much on here.
Yeah, there's a ton.
There's so much, but we can quickly also go over the little video at the top.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's check out that video.
Welcome to the RPG Superstar Battle Zoo Bestiary, a new role-playing book filled with over 100 deadly monsters, an amazing new system that lets you build and upgrade your gear with monster parts, new archetypes that give you the power to steal monster abilities, and much more. So wait, let me get this straight. Inside this book, there are 114 all-new monsters, each that won a contest and then were professionally edited by RPG developer Patrick Rennick. Yep. And a brand new monster part system that allows me to slay monsters and then turn those monsters into custom gear that levels up as I do. You bet.
Character
and several new
options.
monster hunting character options,
The goblin
such as new
looks
backgrounds.
crazy.
You got it. And the Monster Mage archetype, which allows me to kill
Monster
monsters
Mage
and then steal their
archetype.
powers.
Vestige
and
Hunter.
the Vestige Hunter archetype, which allows me to take
Whoa,
parts from my slain
that guy
foes
looks cool.
and then incorporate them directly into my
Magic
gear.
items.
And new magic items that were
that
created
second
specifically
one.
from the monsters
Oh
found
my
in this
God.
book. Yeah. And there is a super cool special edition that I can get only from the Kickstarter and nowhere else. Yep. And you're also creating a 3-book adventure path featuring monsters from the Battle Zoo Bestiary and utilizing the new monster part system rules. Yep. And it's a pirate adventure.
Yay, pirates.
And the adventures are being written by adventure writing gods Patrick Rennie, Ron Lundeen, and Linda Zayas Palmer. Yep. We hired the best of the best. And you are also creating an ancestry book written by Mark Seifter that will allow me to play a dragon as a character. A real dragon. Not a dragonkin, but a true dragon. Yep. And it's including
Jeez,
dozens
that's
of
so many dragon
variants.
variants.
Yep. Plus a few extra surprise ancestries.
So many different
In
ancestries.
total, you're releasing the Battle
This
Zoo
this
Bestiary,
this
the Jewel
Kickstarter
of the
really
Indigo
does have
Isles
a
adventure
lot.
path, the Dragon
So if you're
Ancestry
into
book,
RPG,
and
D&D
few
stuff,
other mystery items,
and you're looking for more
all written and illustrated
things
by
to
professional
incorporate
RPG
into your
developers
games,
and artists.
this is for you right here.
Yep. Everyone here is a professional game developer. Wow, you really got everything. I guess I better hurry up and order. The Battle Zoo Bestiary, by your friends at Roll for Combat.
There you go.
That's
Like I
some cool
said,
shit.
This one's already been funded, but there's 18 days left to go if you want to contribute to it at all. So
I have
there
it
you go.
saved to remind me to throw some more money. Okay. Okay. Next up, I have Paintings and Drawings by Rowena, a limited edition hardcover book by the world famous fantasy and science fiction artist Rowena. I think that's how you pronounce the name. The magically amazing artwork of Rowena is known to people everywhere in the world. She painted literally hundreds of book covers and illustrations for many different publications. She won many awards during her career, including British Fantasy Award for Best Artist in 1984, and was a 4-time Hugo finalist for Best Professional Artist. Her professional peers made her a 1999 Chelsea Award nominee, and the World Fantasy Conventions awarded her a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2020. Sadly, Rowena passed away in February of 2021, and the art world experienced a profound loss. And that means, of course, that there was no more Rowena art produced ever. However, legends never die, and here is an opportunity to keep her legend alive. This new book of her artwork contains many pieces that were never published before, and will also include several pieces that were never published in Rowena's previous art books. Over 100 pages of paintings and drawings, and even some poetry, are contained within this hardcover volume. The beautiful book is being lovingly designed and edited by Kim DeMolder, who had lived with Rowena for approximately the last 18 years. You can keep Rowena's legacy alive and growing. So there's some beautiful artwork here that you can see here, featured on this Kickstarter. That we'll just scroll through and let you guys get a look at. It's almost to its goal. It's got about 16 days to go. It's not quite there yet. They need about another 700 to hit their goal of 8,000. I love artwork. I love fantasy artwork in particular, so that's why I included this on here. Let's watch this video, guys.
Let's do it. Yeah, I had to lower that real quick. So there's a small sampling of the book is what they're going to show us.
Yes. Honestly, if nobody's talking, I don't think we need that music.
That's true.
Just because it's super loud. But yeah, there's some lovely art pieces in here that I think look really cool. That's why I included it on here. For the Kickstarter stuff as I was going through. Dragons in particular always grab my attention for things. And yeah, that's why we have I threw this in here for you guys. Still want to back it? You got like 16 days left, about two weeks roughly. Go throw them some money and get you a cool art book, man.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Plague Dog. But yeah. Heavy metal. Pretty cool.
Yep.
16 days to go. You can get in entry level on this is $15 for a PDF if you want to. You can also just go throw $1 at them if you want to. You can do that. They got stickers and bookmarks and pledges that, like, you know, if you want to be included in the credits, there's an option for that as well. Some cool stuff in there from a cool artist. I'll drop that in the chat for you guys.
Nice.
Daniel,
nice.
what do you have next?
Next one I have, it's called a Dragon Crown.
Dragon Crown. Let's check this out.
RPG polyhedral dice.
Ooh, we got some dice here.
Compatible with D&D 5e based games collection included. Dice in 4 realm styles. Usable characters, notepad, master screen, and playmats. So there you go. So cool looking dice. They have like a special slipcase where you can, have all 4 of them in there.
Hey, look at that. That's cool. I like them.
So they have the undead amethysts, which are the purple ones. You have the elf emeralds, which are the green ones. You have the dwarf sapphire blue, and then you have the dragon topaz color, which is like the orangish, yellowish ones.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I just throw them in here because, like, who doesn't like cool looking dice? And you have your little collector sets here, and
I like the symbols on these. It's nice.
They look pretty badass. I like that they come with their the little boxes you can put them in, and
They look good
you
on
know
a
they
shelf.
just
Like even if you never play with them. But
yeah.
let's be real, we all roll our dice when we buy them.
I like the look of all of them. They all look pretty cool, man. They got like 3 shades of like I'm looking at the green ones, and it's like, oh, there's 3 shades of the green ones in the Emerald collection, and yeah, it's
pretty cool.
They look so good, man. And then they have like the notepads and stuff
Oh,
too at
those
the bottom at
notebooks
the end
look
of that.
dope. I like
Yeah,
those. Those look real cool. I like that.
reusable character notebooks, and you got the mats and
I
whatnot
kind of want. I
bottom
want
as
to pledge
well.
just for the books. Those books look cool. I like them. Oh, they
They
got a
even
little
have like
video.
they even have like D2 coins and shit. They have the screen, GM screen and whatnot. So there's the rewards. They got the $5 character notebook PDF. $15 you get the reusable character notebook. $20 you get the color version with color coding, and then so on and so forth.
You got options. You got options on this one.
Yeah, you have options on what you want to do.
Oh, that looks cool.
So it's
Got the
pretty
whole-
cool. It's pretty cool stuff for
It's like a storage. It's like a little storage box. Look at that. That's neat. How much is that? Not that I'm asking for it, but
Which one is that one? That one is the
Ultimate Collection.
$135 version.
That's not cheap, but it looks cool. You get the box though. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like everything else, I assume.
Yeah. You get the 4 sets of the dice, the wooden box, the reusable character notebook, the colored version, and the marker.
Cool.
Yeah. And then of course we still have the video up top to watch, so you can get see a little bit more information on that. Dragon Crown.
They got some stretch goals they're still going for here, guys. Let's check out this video though.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got here?
So again, these guys are funded already, but they got 14 days left. So look at that. Beautiful looking dice.
Beautiful dice. I like the notebooks. I like the box.
The orange for the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice looking. Very nice.
This is why I'm glad we both looked, because you found stuff I didn't even see. I didn't even see these.
Elves with the green.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these are really cool looking, man.
The undead. Bring on the perps.
Amethyst.
I'm in.
There they are. That perp and gold going.
I appreciate that somebody went outside, found some rocks, and put the dice on there and filmed it. I appreciate going that extra mile.
Dwarven blue here. That looks sick, dude.
Yeah, it's got kind of like a
misty, cloudy kind of interior.
Some lovely dice.
There they are all together. They look great. Yeah, those are really cool looking.
I'm a dice goblin, so I have a lot. I may have ordered some more the other day.
So yeah, there you go. This video is basically
just showing off all
the dice. Yeah, but again, if you want to check that out, look it up on the Kickstarter. They're called Dragon Crown.
Yeah, they'll come right up.
And And I'll post that link in the chat for those of you watching live as well.
That's some cool shit. All right. Next thing I have is, I'm pretty sure it's already hit its goal, because it is like, I usually try to find like small, like not well known things, but this is very well known. It is The Witcher Ronin, a hard copy collector's edition manga. It's already hit its goal. It surpassed its goal by like a lot. I put it on here because I think it's fucking cool, and we love The Witcher.
Sure do. And it's badass.
To bring this ambitious what-if scenario to life, CD Projekt Red, creators of the Witcher series of games, have assembled a dedicated creative team made up of talented individuals who all wanted to explore a different take on the world of The Witcher. Instead of taking inspiration from Western European mythology and fairy tales, The Witcher Ronin presents the Witcher universe as if it were based around the rich traditions of Japanese folklore. In a world such as this, the role of a professional monster slayer is just as essential, as dangerous yokai and oni, Japanese spirits and demons, are constantly on the prowl. We got some artwork here that they're showing off. They're showing off like some moving art, which is pretty cool too. Like this stuff is like fucking little animated here.
I'm all about this. This looks badass, dude.
The main story arc of The Witcher Ronin contains 4 chapters, around 100 full-colored pages. Following Geralt as he searches for clues, fights deadly monsters, and is faced with difficult moral choices. In addition to this main story, we've also written 3 short stories, roughly 15 pages each. These standalone tales deepen the context of this mysterious Ronin world, while also featuring fan-favorite characters such as Vesemir and Yennefer, each translated into this manga's style. Furthermore, as well as these atmospheric narratives, we have also produced a making-of section with creator commentary, early draft sketches, and insight into the mythological background that has influenced the manga itself. So yeah, here's the Kickstarter version. You can get a hard copy that is available, only available via Kickstarter. They aim to push the quality as hard as they can. So they got different pledges. For different, the base pledge is $42 US. You get the hard copy book, you get postcards, you get artwork, you get stuff like that in here. And they got a whole bunch of different stuff. They got pins and different things on here. Again, this has already been funded by a lot, and you guys can go back it. We'll check out the video here and see what they have to say on this here.
Destiny is such a twisted thing.
Geralt is a lone Ronin Witcher, hunting yokai and searching for Yuki Onna, the lady in the blizzard, the lady of snow. He has lost all hope. Fate has other plans.
Hello everyone, my name is Rafał Jaki and I'm the creator and writer of Witcher Ronin, a hard copy collector's edition manga.
That cover looks so good.
Japan
it really does.
The Witcher Ronin follows Geralt as he trails the elusive Lady of Snow, Yuki Onna. As a wandering swordsman, a Ronin monster slayer, Geralt's life is never easy. He will face difficult decisions, battling dangerous beasts and yokai along the way, as he gets closer and closer to achieving his mission. As a graduate of Japanese philology, I always felt that Geralt fits the mold of a Ronin-esque swordsman and connects well with the samurai mythos. The rich tapestry of Japanese folklore, filled with monsters, demons, and spirits, also speak to me as a good match for the world of The Witcher. And to help bring this idea to life as authentically as possible, an amazing manga artist Hataya has agreed to lend her skill to this series. The story of Witcher Ronin first volume is told across 4 chapters, roughly 100 full-color pages. In addition to the main story, we also have written 3 manga short stories which bring more context to the world of Ronin. Each of those standalone tales is around 15 pages long, and they feature some iconic fan-favorite characters such as Vesemir and Yennefer, each translated into the Ronin style. We also produced a making-of section filled with early draft sketches and creator commentary that give more insight into the mythological background that has inspired and influenced this manga. All in all, this book will have at least 160 pages. The first volume is already paid for and almost finished, and if you decide to join us on this Kickstarter, we plan to deliver the comics still this year. But we would love to do more. The exclusive hardcover edition of Witcher Ronin will only be available via Kickstarter, and with your help and feedback,
That
we aim to push
hardcover
the
looks
quality of
beautiful, man.
single-volume comic book
Yeah, it looks
as
great.
far as we possibly can. We plan to invite amazing guest artists to show off their skill and put their own mark on Witcher Ronin. And we want to offer more exclusive add-ons and surprises available only via this Kickstarter. As the first CD Projekt Red run campaign, we are so grateful that we can connect to the Witcher community and the manga and comic book enthusiasts on Kickstarter directly. This is a passion project made inside CD Projekt Red. So please comment and tell us what you think so we can together create a comic book that would not be possible without you all.
Hell yeah, man. Go check that one out. I'm going to drop it in the chat for you. If you
Yes,
want
sir.
that hardcover, throw that money at this. It's already funded, so it's going to happen. I might throw a little money in it. Get me that hardcover. Love it. Love it. All right. Next up, Daniel, what do you have? We're getting kind of toward the end here, folks.
Yeah, I only have a couple more. So the next one I have is called Evoca. It's
Let's see here. All right.
Yeah, so it is the video basically explains the gist of it, but
Okay. We can play the video. Let's do that.
yeah, we'll play the video first this time, and then we'll talk about it.
Evoca.
Do you like physical board games but wish they were more interactive? Do you also like digital games but you miss the fun you have with your friends on gatherings? Well, why not get both? That's why we created Evoca, a board game application for tablets that upgrades your favorite miniature board games, RPGs, and D&D sessions with enhancements and cool features. Evoca application can be installed on any Android or iOS tablet, but if you do not own one,
So it is
check out our
basically it's a
huge
board game
24-inch
application
and 32-inch tablets
that allows
are
you to
specifically
create like
calibrated for the Evoca application. Evoca tablets also have
you know,
Google Play and enable you to install all your
it's
other
really
favorite
cool for like all the animated
you can
stuff
create
you
your
can do.
own
Like they
worlds using
they show you here
animated
how you
maps
can
and
like
control
change the
by
weather
adding rain,
for your
snow,
games,
or
and you
just
can
sun.
use spells and whatnot, and it's just cool because it's like voice commands, real time effects, and you can create like
ice spikes, and
maps
firewalls.
and worlds through this thing. So I just thought it was a neat little thing since we're
Fireball, and my
we're all
hero
about
asks
the
me,
D&D, and
"Which
something
goblin?"
like this I think is really cool.
So I tell her the left
Like-
one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fog of War recognizes
It's cool
your
that it
miniature's
listens to
position
voice
in real
commands. That's
time
really
and
neat.
adapts accordingly
Yeah.
to reveal the nearby areas.
And it's like there's a lot to it with the
Torches and lights can be extinguished
with the
or
features and
reignited
whatnot.
by a simple
Like
tap
you can
or by using an animated water or fire spell.
it has real-time miniature tracking. You can import and resize maps.
Lines
You
of
can
sight
generate
are
grids.
displayed
You
in
can
real
have
time,
fog of
so you can
wars,
hide from your enemies or
lights,
surprise them.
lines of sight. You can peek through doors,
Levers and switches can now
levers
open
and
doors or
buttons,
activate
lock
traps,
picking,
and items can be used to
traps,
create your
sewers
own
and
puzzles.
portals. Weather, like the NPCs talk. There's music and sounds. Like it's pretty cool, man. Like there's lots of
NPCs can now speak and
you know,
offer you merchandise.
there's lots of shit to it.
Awesome. Hey, buddy. You shouldn't be here. Follow me.
That's cool.
With Evoca, you may import your own maps, either animated or static, generate a grid, and fill it with Fog of War.
So it'll be available for Android and iOS as well as
Add doors
Windows,
that can be locked and
computer or
unlocked with
laptop
keys
or
placed
whatever.
on the map, or by passing a visual minigame.
And it will let you create. You can create maps yourself through that as well. Which I think I already
Explore
said, but
Evoca's
in
features
case
and
you
join
guys
us to
didn't
a
hear
new
me or
era of board games
just need another quick reminder, you can create your own maps. So
That's cool.
yeah. pretty dope. Unfortunately, it only has 3 days, and it has quite a bit of a
3
ways
days,
to go.
but it's got a ways to go. But hey, sometimes things, just because something ends on Kickstarter doesn't mean that's the end of the project. You know, it happens quite often that somebody will get their eye on this and they'll come in and they'll help invest in it in the future and maybe come back to Kickstarter again. Like, just because it fails once doesn't mean it won't ever be back. So, it is a cool concept. It's got a lot of cool stuff on it. Go check it out, guys. At least get some eyes on those creators, and follow their projects, because I mean, this could be a thing that still comes true. So
yeah, I'll post the link in the chat for those interested. We'll go check them out on Kickstarter. Their project is called Evoker.
Evoker. All right. Next up, I have. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but it is Ened, The Rule of Nine, an epic fantasy saga, books numbers 1 through 6. Over 40 new pages in a spaghetti western fantasy that values diversity, representation, and marginalized voices. The big thing that grabs me is the cover. Like, that's what grabs me on these things. They grab me by the fucking cover. Look at it. It's awesome looking. I love the style. So, Ened the Rule of Nine is an epic fantasy re-envisioned for a modern and diverse audience. We know representation matters, and the world of Amashek reflects it. Travel through the Republic Kingdom of Athia alongside. Oh man, I'm gonna butcher these names. Inatu and Kinsik. Inatu Kinsik, as he runs from his past and his present pursuers. Navigate a tumultuous transfer of power with Queen Ilaria Shadun as she works to solidify her grandmother's legacy as well as the Rule of Nine. March with King Ulias Khazar as he fights to end decades-long war and ensure his name is remembered long after he's gone. Witness, God, it's each name gets harder. Witness is Nagi Y of the Order. Oh man, I'm sorry for butchering the names, guys. It's really hard to pronounce. Of the Order of the Jade Crest, races to prevent an ancient ethereal cold war from turning hot. Travel within the brand new world of Amashek as the stories unfold. Who is this for? Fans of epic fantasy. Everything from the Stormlight Archives to Birthright. Ooh, they put Birthright. Oh, the fact that they mentioned Birthright is like, oof. Folks who enjoy brooding MCs like Jon Snow, Geralt of Rivia, and Strider, Aragorn for the unadorned. Fans of historical fiction like TV like Vikings and The Last Kingdom, and anyone who's ever read or posted a fan theory on Reddit will feel at home within Amashek. The Rule of Nine is the living document that codified the Republic Kingdom of Athia, written and signed by the first generation of the First Net some 52 years ago. They got some artwork here that looks great. The story sounds fantastic. We're gonna watch the video in just a second, but like, there's a lot of good info over here, guys. Still need some backers for this to hit its goal, but hey, it's got 22 days left, and it's like over halfway there. So let's check it out.
Indie comics community, and fans of Ennead the Rule of Nine. I'm J.L. Johnson Jr., and this is our 4th Kickstarter. You'll be able to collect all 6 issues in this Kickstarter, and you'll be able to read all about that on the page below. I just wanted to share a little bit of why I'm still here on Kickstarter, bringing this series to you. Epic fantasy is in need of a facelift. Representation matters, and in Ennead the Rule of Nine, you're gonna get it. We make sure to fill our pages with folks that look like you, folks that have experiences like your own, and voices that you don't often hear from in the genre. When I first started this project, I knew I wanted to tell the story my way, a story that reflected the world that I live in, a world that I want to see, and really it just came down to going to the place where I knew I could do that uninterrupted. Kickstarter was that place. I can bring these books directly to you. I can bring these books out at a pace that is conducive to keeping your attention and honoring the pace that Small Press Comics put forth. So we're looking for quarterly releases. We're looking to keep this thing going as an ongoing series. So any pledge will help us do that. Make sure that you take a look at all of the previews listed below. Make sure you check out all the different artists that we shout out.
They're at 70% of the project.
Thank you again for your support.
Currently.
Oh yeah, man, that's some cool content right there. Oh, I accidentally closed the thing. I do that every time. Let me drop the link in the chat for you guys. If you want to go back go make this happen. Please do. You got 22 days to go throw a little money at them. But yeah, check them out. It definitely grabbed me with this cover here, and that's why I saw it and was like, let's fucking throw this on here. I want to get some eyes on this. It looks great.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Daniel, what do you have next?
I don't have any more. I mean, I have one, but it's not out yet. It's Masters of the Universe, the board game, Clash for Eternia. You can't even see the page. It's an upcoming project.
Coming soon.
It's a He-Man board game, so coming soon. Not out yet, but keep an eye on
Notify me on launch. Yeah. Check that out, guys. We'll drop the link in the chat anyway, and that way people can save it and then remind them. Also,
yeah, so it's called
Alpharetta, Georgia. I know where that's at.
All right. Well, there you go. Josh knows where that is. But yeah, this is it's called Masters of the Universe, the board game Clash for Eternia. And the project creator is Come On.
All right. Sweet.
Yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I had.
All right. I got a few more here we can go over pretty quick. First up we have, so I saw these, immediately thought fucking WaveCon. So this is Tazi's Flying Duo 360 LED flying disc and patented boomerangs. These are basically frisbees that light up, guys. Check them out. Look at this shit. Who doesn't want to play frisbees in the dark? You know how much fun this would be? Look at this shit.
Yeah, those look pretty cool.
Yeah, get you a room full of dark friends and start throwing shit at each other. There's no way that could end badly. But yeah, check it. This I threw some stuff in here just because I was like, I need to get some physical. I want to throw some physical, like toys in, you know. And it's like let's do this.
I gotcha.
And one of the things I love to do is like we play frisbee and shit, you know, like with friends. You play ultimate frisbee and like stuff like that. And playing this, you know, out in the dark would be a lot of fun. Fucking look, Tron! Look at this Tron shit. Look at this.
I know. It's so sad. It's the first thing I thought of when I saw the fucking glowing disc. I'm like, this is Tron, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool. It'd be fun. This is cool. I like this. This is already funded, I believe. But yeah, they also have like a boomerang version that'll return to you. You spin it off one of those handheld dealios. But yeah, seems like a cool toy.
Yeah, it does seem pretty cool though.
Oh my god, they're fucking knocking candles out with that shit. Look at that. So, I don't think we're gonna watch this entire video because it's like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is just some of the things you can do with this frisbee. I don't even think I need to add much more than this. It's already hit its goal. It's got 40 days left. I'm gonna hit remind me on that one. But if you want to throw them some money, you can. You can get in on this for the base price of 96 bucks. We'll get you a boomerang with launcher and a flying disc. You'll get both toys for 100 bucks. But yeah, they got the world champion boomerang thrower backing them behind them. It's already funded. There's a lot of cool stuff on here. Go give them a look at if you want to. Next thing I have is another book. I'm just waiting for it to load. It is, look, when I see a cool book cover, this shit grabs me. So this is a Mark of Kings hardcover collector's edition book. It's already hit its goal. It's got 18 days to go. And it's based on a book series that's already out there. It's just getting a collector's edition. After so many have walked alongside the man's greatest sellsword and his draconic companion, Wraithmark Creative is giving a Mark of Kings the hardcover treatment it deserves. Working in close partnership with authors Bryce O'Connor and Luke Chimilenico. I apologize for butchering names. We are here to ensure this limited... Chimilenko, that's it. We are here to ensure this limited edition is everything you could hope for and more. As with all Kickstarter campaigns, however, we need your help to make the special print run of the multi-genre #1 bestseller a reality. Our goal is $15,000, covers the manufacturing and fulfillment costs of this project. And as soon as we reach our goal, all stretch goal funding will go into further upgrades to the hardcover. So they got some photos here that the art sells me on this. This looks really cool. I really love the cover. The gold and black always looks fucking good. I guess if you're a fan of this book series, I know I've seen this cover. I've seen this cover around on some Amazon stuff. They got some stretch goals here, a map, some more art, and some other goals and like that. We can play the video
hey guys,
real quick.
I'm Bryce O'Connor from Wraithmark Creative, and Luke Chmilenko and I are really excited to bring you the Kickstarter for the limited edition hardcover of A Mark of Kings. Now, the paperback of the book is awesome enough. Just look at the cover. But for this limited edition, we really wanted to take the quality of the Wraithmark products and dial it up to 11.
He yeeted that thing.
Our exterior is only the beginning, with a faux leather, full wrap black cover and foil gold printing on front, back, and spine. We've also gilded the page edges and added a black ribbon for those of you guys crazy enough to read this. Inside, though, is where the magic really happens. Not only do we have a brilliant interior design,
This guy's getting me.
section separators and special chapter heads, we also have almost a dozen black and white illustrations by the brilliant Joshua Raphael, complementing the work of a host of other creators that have yet to be announced. To cap things off, no limited edition is complete without its custom end sheets, and so you're getting an exclusive full spread illustration from Daniel Cameroudin that is going to make your jaws drop. Genuinely, the book is going to be a work of art from cover to cover, featuring a lot of talented people.
What the fuck? You just switched dogs, bro.
I know, right?
I didn't even notice. Like he had one dog and then he has another one.
But yeah, this is already funded. But it's cool. I clicked on the wrong button. Go check it out. I'll drop it in the chat if you want to
got
get
18
in on
days
that.
left, yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. The base with the book will get you in there at $25. We'll get you a signed paperback book. If you want the collector hardcover book, it is $65. So if that is something that interests you, please go give those guys some moolah. I have one more, and then we will be done.
All right.
Wrap her up. And it is drawing facial expressions and hands. So I thought this was cool. I know we have quite a few people that hang out on our Discords and draw and stuff of that nature. So this is Drawing Expressive Faces and Hands is a book our backers have been requesting for years, and it's finally getting ready for prime time. What we've done is create something far superior to other facial expression books. This book is an invaluable tool for anyone who wants a job in comics, animation, or game design. This book completely demystifies the difficult art of crafting appealing facial expressions. The book includes a wide range of interesting characters that will quickly help you get a handle on your own art. Even though this book is made by industry pros for industry pros, even absolute beginners will find themselves creating great drawings after using this book. The book is divided into 4 key sections. Core emotion, a massive 40 pages detailing the 6 universal emotions: anger, surprise, disgust, contempt, happiness, fear, and sadness. Number 2 is character expressions, 2,100 plus facial expressions, humans, animals, robots, and more. 3, emoji expressions, 1,200 plus emoji facial expressions. And number 4, hand expressions, 2,400 hand expressions. They have a lot of info on here, guys. I'm going to drop it in the chat for you. I believe this is already funded. Yes, this has already hit its goal, but if you want to throw a little money in there and are an artist and want like a little art tip, go check it out. We'll play the video for us
Facial
here.
expressions and hands are 2 of the most difficult things to draw, so we made this book to help you master them. We want to start this video by thanking all of our backers for supporting us over the years. Over 15,000 backers and almost $1.5 million. The whole purpose of this book is to demystify the art of making great faces and natural-looking hand expressions. So let's get into the details. In Section 1, we explore the 6 core universal emotions. This 40-page section is drawn in a fun and engaging comic book-style narrative, covering the emotions of anger, surprise, disgust, happiness, fear, and sadness. We cover a wide range of techniques that'll help make your characters more expressive than ever before. Section 2 contains a library of over 350 heads in various states of expression. Men, women, children, animals, monsters, aliens, robots, and more. It's vital as an artist to understand how different head shapes and facial features can influence a facial expression. Square heads, round heads, pointy noses, wide noses, young faces, old faces, beards, mustaches. All of these elements factor into the final expression. Section 3 covers emoji expressions. The eyes, the mouth, and the hands are the most important part of any expression. Emoji characters allow us to focus on the 3 key features that drive the underlying expression. Emojis are the best way to expand your artistic range.
Emoji
They allow you to explore new ideas very quickly. The final section.
Emote artists out there, check out this book.
Most artists have a lovely relationship with them. It's a wonderful feeling when you can get them right, and painful when you can't. We're giving you over 2,400 hand expressions to make your life a lot easier. Our goal was to make the best looking hands you've ever seen in a book about hands. And that's it. Anything else you need to know is covered in detail in the page below. We hope you guys support us once again. We promise to make you an absolutely amazing book, and we hope to keep making you books well into the future.
All right. If you guys want to go and support these guys, they're making some cool content
facial
over there.
Expressions and hands.
Yeah. Check it out. All right. I think that's the end of the show, guys. That is our Kickstarter.
Those are all the ones that we had for today.
We'll probably do this again in a few months out there. So I enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun to go through and try to find some stuff, even though it's a little difficult to find stuff.
It was a little tough trying to find stuff, but it was fun looking through and seeing what they had, for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's do our shout outs because this has been a long show, and I know Daniel probably needs to get some food and stuff. And,
I do gotta go get some food.
Let's do this. You're up.
So thank you guys for joining. We appreciate it as always. That'll do it. We'll see you guys next week for the next one. Coming up for me on stream, there's a few games that I want to play. I feel like that's how it always is. There's just all these things I want to play and do, but there's not enough time. But coming up, I have planned to do some more Deep Rock Galactic since I just got that game. I want to play some No Man's Sky at some point as well because of the new update. Some more Aliens Fireteam. I want to try out that Pathfinder game as well. So we'll be doing a mix of those. So if you wanna come hang out and check out those games, you know where to find me. I updated my alerts. We have new alerts because I've been wanting to do those for a while. So we have some different ones now. So come check that out. It's currently September, so if you want to come help me out in my goal of hopefully adding more, giving more emotes back to you guys, then that's what the current goal is. So come check out the stream, come hang out. Where let's just chill. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Bye bye.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching the show. It's a long show, I know, but we got into it a little bit and had a lot of fun. I went a little crazy with the Matrix, and that's fine. It happens. It happens. When I'm right, you're all gonna bow down. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just kidding.
When he's
You're all
right,
gonna
tweet him about it. If not, fuck off, right?
Fuck yeah, exactly right. When I'm right, tweet me. When I'm wrong, get out of here. Nah, I'm kidding. It's fun to do that sometimes, though, to make some crazy ass predictions. I don't do it very often, but like this is me taking a complete shot in the dark. So that doesn't happen a lot. Thanks for watching the show, guys. I hope we're able to give at least a few of those people some eyes on their content. Kickstarters are awesome, and like the way to do it is like, if you back something, back it, and then just forget about it. Don't stress over it. Just consider it like almost putting it in the stock market. Like if you're not like putting a lot in there, just forget about it. And when something shows up, it's like Christmas. You get a little gift. Coming up, just keep an eye on this on the Twitch. I kind of get in the urge to stream again. I need to come back and finish up Mass Effect for our November. So keep an eye out for that. And stay safe out there, guys. We're going to play some ads as we close out and get vaccinated and all that stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.